Ich bin nicht allein, doch fühle mich einsam. Bin 0,0 mit meinen Gefühlen im Einklang. Seh mich nachher, folgt, doch fürchte das Scheitern. Ich tanz auf der Party, doch eigentlich würde ich gern heimfahren. Himmel hoch, jauchten, zu Tode betrübt. Ich hätte gerne Sonne, doch der Mond, der genügt. Nur weil ich über exzellente Strophen verfüg, heißt es lange nicht, dass mein Herz sich nicht wohl anfühlt. Und ich weiß ehrlich selber nicht, woher das kommt. Auch am helllichten Tage sehe ich alles sehr verschwommen, als hätte man mir irgendwann einmal den Kern entnommen. Ich bin zu lang durch dieses tiefschwarze Meer geschwommen. Ich bin psychisch labil, ich fühle mich wie ein Freak. Nicht gegen die Welt, sondern gegen mich selbst führe ich den Krieg. Mich packt dieses kalte, leere Gefühl nach nem Sieg. Egal, was ich erreichen mag, genügen wird's nie. Doch ich kämpf weiter, mein Herz, mein Weg. Weiser der Selbstzweifler in mir, mein ständiger Begleiter. Doch ich lebe weiter, aufhören ist keine Option. Bekämpfe die eigenen Dämonen und besteige den Thron. Es zieht sich wie ein roter Faden durch mein Leben. Große Taten, wenig reden, denn der Tod erwartet nämlich jeden. Muss der rohen Angst entgegentreten. Mein Herz rast, Erinnerung schmerzhaft. Doch was mich nicht killt, macht mich stärker. Spür die Kraft in meinem Innern, nenn es Kernkraft. Und die Kraft, die mich runterzieht, Schwerkraft. Atme ein, atme aus. Kein Zurück, nur geradeaus. Die Gaffer stehen am Gartenzaun. Wann zerbricht sein Kartenhaus? Der Druck steigt, Lunge fragt, wo die Luft bleibt. Blut, Schweiß und Tränen schimmern leise im Moonlight. Brauch nicht mal eine Sekunde, nur einen Bruchteil. Glaub nicht an gut oder böse, wer ist schon schuldfrei? So focus, seh alles in Slow Motion. Heder sehen wie Ameisen aus hier von hoch oben. Zerleg sie in Protonen, dreht sie im hohen Bogen durch die Galaxie weg auf den Betonboden der Tatsachen. Glückssträhne folgen die Rückschläge, weil so viele dich fallen sehen wollen wie Hyänen. Sie trauen sich nicht zu träumen, rauben dir deine Freude. Sie haben tägliche Leben vor Augen, wie sie's vergeuden. Doch nicht mal einen Tag würde ich tauschen mit diesen Leuten. Sie fühlen sich erbärmlicher, auch wenn sie es verleugnen. Lacht ruhig, ich hab einen Traum, der mir was bedeutet. Los Junge, schau mir in die Augen, siehst du sie leuchten? Bling, bling, ich folg meinem Instinkt, so call me the Kingpin. Trag Gold in mir innen drin, dein Motto ist los, los, mein Motto ist win, win. Sie nappen mich, kleiner Versager, Trottel und Winzling. Während sie schliefen, hab ich weiter trainiert, schreib auf Papier, alles was im Inneren brodelt, keine Zeit zu verlieren. Bin schon einmal krepiert, weil das Leben dir die Sonnenseite zeigt und wieder irgendeine Scheiße passiert. Doch der Street Fighter in mir will weiter marschieren. Vielleicht werde ich mich hin und wieder auf der langen Reise verehren. Er hat dich keine Manieren, vielleicht sind sie schöner, größer, reicher, aber im Ich-Sein bietet mir keiner die Stirn. Und ich steh noch nicht am Ende, scheiß aus Männchen mit der Sense. Sag ihm, cancel deine Pläne, wart nicht länger auf Geschenke. Ich steh kurz vor der Wende und sie heben erst die Hände für die lebende Legende. War der wortkarge Chorknabe, man nannte mich Laborratte. Habe nirgends dazugehört, Passagier ohne Bordkarte. Ich vertickte Mixtapes aus der Sporttasche. Klick, klick, Papier und Stift wurden zur Mordwaffe. In jeder Seele steckt ein König und ein Feigling. Du musst dich entscheiden, bist du heute Löwe oder Schweinchen. Werde ich mich von den Zwängen in mir lösen, bis ich frei bin? Oder hör ich auf die Chöre, die nur nörgeln, an mir zweifeln? Und ja, zu dem Erfolg dazu gehört natürlich Timing, aber wenn die Chance eintrifft, ja ich schwöre, dass ich bereit bin. Ich visualisiere, wie ich kill und attackiere, wie ich split und massakriere und ein Gröle wie ein Viking. Lass die Traumata jetzt los, sie verhöhnten mich als Kleinkind, doch ich löste mich. Ich bin ihnen nicht mehr böse, ich verzeih ihm. Nur im Battle bringe ich sie fürchterlich zum Weinen. Wie ein scharfes Katana spürst du, wie die Wörter in dich eindringen. Das ist eine Nachricht an mein früheres Ich. Die Zukunft macht dir große Angst, doch bitte fürchte dich nicht. Jedes ihrer Worte ist Licht und ist eine Bürde für dich. Doch sei dir sicher, dass ihr Licht schon bald in Kürze erlischt. Und klar hab ich Angst, der Gedanke daran zu versagen, verkrampft meinen ganzen
Yo, new warriors, welcome. Jack, Gramps, good times on the both of y'all. What an amazing song. That song is my morning motivation. If you guys look up the English translated version, like there's actually like English translation lyrics. It's very, very motivating stuff. Like really good motivation music. It's called King or Coward in English. It's called King or Coward. And it's just a really, really powerful song. But yeah, I actually saw the blog post. I just woke up not too long ago, so I'll be checking it out right now, actually. I'm gonna bring it up on the screen. Just gonna put on some music real quick. All right, there you go. All right, so yeah, here we are, getting the day started, and we're gonna jump right into things with the Dev Insight post that it's right here. We're going to take a look through it because I just haven't had a chance to look through it, but we will do that right about now. And here we are. So, Dev Insight, I'm pretty excited for this because this is, for me, you know, being completely new to these weapons, I haven't had a chance to actually play with them, let alone experiment, since I haven't, you know, I'm still new to Destiny 2's world. But here we go, Dev Insight, Brave Arsenal. We hope you enjoyed yesterday's live stream focused on Destiny 2 Into the Light, where we revealed the Brave Arsenal. You know what, hold on, let me change my title of my stream. Yeah, the look of the weapons are amazing. I gotta be honest. The look of the weapons are incredible. I love it. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, hold on. Let's change my title real fast. On YouTube, that is. And there you go. Hopefully it should go through. I hope. Perfect. Yeah, so here we are. Yeah, the weapons are looking amazing. I am really, really hyped for the weapon designs. I really cannot wait to attune them and just start focusing to get the limited edition shader, which is going to be amazing. So, Enrico, what's going on? All right, so here we are. So today we will expand on how we are bringing back these living legends to the current sandbox alongside the limited edition variants. Without further ado, we'll leave you in the very capable hands of our weapons team. So here we are, introducing Brave Arsenal. G'day folks, Chris Proctor and the weapons team here with the details on the Destiny 2 Into the Light weapons set. In Destiny 2 Into the Light, we wanted to ship new versions of as many of the most iconic weapons from all over Destiny's history as we could, including a couple of original Destiny throwbacks with updated art as well as rebuilt or brand new perks. Awesome, awesome. Okay, many of the original versions can no longer be acquired, while others can only be obtained from endgame activities. And yes, it is night for you as well. Yes, Enrico, good night to you. Or I should say just good time zone. For sure. Also the Grimoire cards are back apparently. Okay. Cool. We can dive into that at some point. Alright, so here we go. So we've pulled these weapons from many sources, including raids, pinnacle weapons, black armory, and one epic meme, which of course is probably Edge Transit. Then we carefully weighted impact of rebuilding certain weapons against others before deciding on these to represent different eras of the game and a variety of weapon archetypes. The selection we ended up with is 12 iconic weapons remembered with a smile by many players. Many of these have random rolls for the very first time, while others have updated perk pools. Our goal was to make them feel like they used to, and many retain the original stat packages, but others have been updated to achieve that feel in the current weapon sandbox. But let us be clear, only the Destiny 2 Into the Light versions of these weapons have updated perk pools, even compared to the weapons that are currently obtainable in the game. Each weapon comes with a brand new origin trait, Indomitability, and many of them can roll with a new right column trait, Desperate Measures. We also made sure all of these Brave Arsenal weapons were updated to our current art quality bar, and they have a consistent visual theme across the whole set, which is awesome. Gegman, the homie, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Behold, Brave Arsenal. Here we go. So here are the 12 weapons that we brought back. So, Forbearance, the Witch Queen, Season of the Risen. This wave frame grenade launcher, yuck, was or has been a staple in PvE since it shipped with the potent combination of Ambitious Assassin and Chain Reaction. It was only the second special ammo weapon to include this strong add clear perk. This is from the Vow of the Disciple raid, so normally it requires ownership of the Witch Queen and an active raid group to get. But we want all players to experience this. It is so strong, it could be an exotic weapon and get a taste of endgame artillery. We also took this opportunity to update this perk pool to include Disruption Break, Demolitionist, and more. Wow, Demolitionist is actually kind of nice. Third column, Unrelenting, Stats for All, Demolitionist, Ambitious Assassin, Surplus, Steady Hands, and Disruption Break. And then the fourth column has Wellspring, Golden Tricorn, One for All, Bait and Switch, Chain Reaction, Rampage, and Desperate Measures. Wow. Yo, Moise, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Wow. Okay, so Forbearance has some pretty good perks. I'll go over them afterward. I'm going to read through this first. So Succession, Beyond Light, Season of the Hunt. With this combination of Reconstruction and Vorpal weapon, this sniper rifle doesn't have to be manually reloaded. Hits very hard and sees a lot of usage in long-range raid and nightfall encounters. It lured players into the Deep Stone Crypt raid when Beyond Light launched, and again when the weapon set was reprised more recently. As with Forbearance, while acquiring this from the Deep Stone Crypt requires ownership of Beyond Light, this version is available to all players, which is again quite nice. Quite nice. Alright, so let's see here. Third column, Moving Target, No Distractions, Lead from Gold, Reconstruction, Firmly Planted, Demolitionist, and Discord. Fourth column, Snapshot Sights, Redirection, Recombination, Vorpal Weapon, Focus Fury, Firing Line, and Box Breathing. Cool, okay. So this is a sniper rifle. I feel like I would love to get maybe Demolitionist on that, or Moving Target. But yeah, let's keep going. Falling Guillotine. So what I think of the Marvel Rivals trailer, I actually haven't watched it. I have not watched the Marvel Rivals trailer. I'll have to watch that later, but I did see early images or early leaks, unfortunately, but I was very happy with it. Basically, it's like Overwatch, but with Marvel characters, and I was like, yep, I cannot wait for that to come out. I cannot wait for that beta to drop, because I am maining Storm. When I saw Storm in the characters, I said, yep, that's me, right there. Storm, or maybe like Magneto. So, that Rivals trailer, I'll definitely watch it. I'll definitely watch it, because I'm pretty hype. Demo plus the Origin trait on Light subclass will go crazy on grenade focused builds. Yeah, I think Demolitionist is going to be nuts. Demolitionist is just so good. I actually like Demolitionist a lot. So, Falling Guillotine, Shadowkeep, Season of Arrivals. The first legendary Vortex frame sword, Falling Guillotine, is described from the is descended from the Dark Drinker Sword. Okay, from the original Destiny. It immediately jumped to the top of the sword meta when it shipped, and it is still relevant now, making it one of the most persistently popular legendary weapons in Destiny 2. Now, Falling Guillotine is back with an updated perk pool and some spicy combos, including Repulsor Brace Destabilizing. Wow, that's actually a really good combination for Void builds. And Chain Reaction plus Surrounded. Okay, so you're getting buffed. This is good PvE then. So you're getting buffed when you're surrounded by enemies. And then Chain Reaction is just nutty. And longtime favorite, Relentless Strikes plus Whirlwind Blade. Cool, okay. So third column gives you Vorpal, Relentless Strikes, Repulsor, Frenzy, Attrition Orbs, Chain Reaction, and Duelist Trance. Fourth column gives you Surrounded, Whirlwind Blade, Destabilizing Rounds, Eager Edge, wow, okay, Bait and Switch, Sword Logic, and Desperate Measures. I'm actually kind of hype with the Repulsor Destabilizing. It's pretty nice. Yo, Ender! Good to see ya. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? How are you? Let's see. So I'm not a big fan of swords. I don't really use them that much, but I'm sure that those who are fans of the guillotine will be hyped for that. Then the Recluse is the one I'm looking after. The Recluse and the Mountaintop are two of the ones that I'm actually hyped for, and of course Luna's Howl. Let's see. So the Recluse, Forsaken Season of the Drifter. This weapon shipped as a Pinnacle Crucible reward, instantly became mandatory in PvE and ruling PvP with an Iron Fist. Now it's back with random rolls, including the iconic Master of Arms perk. Kills with any weapon improve this weapon's damage for a short time. We've tweaked this perk to be more balanced than the previous version, but the Recluse remains an extremely potent option in PvP and PvE. So third column gives you Feeding Frenzy, Enlightened Action, Subsistence, Threat Detector, Repulsor Brace, Hipfire Grip, and Dynamic Sway. Ooh. Okay, so fourth gives you Master of Arms, Target Lock, Frenzy, Destabilizing Rounds, Surrounded, Tap to Trigger, and Desperate Measures. I mean, I'd probably go with Dynamic Sway. Dynamic Sway, and I'll have to try out Master of Arms and see how that works. But yeah, Dynamic Sway for me on an SMG is a seller. Alright, Mountaintop. Forsaken, Season of the Forge. Another pinnacle PvP weapon that was the backbone of raid teams for more than a year. The Mountaintop had a massive damage output in PvE and PvP. We've turned its micro missile perk into a breach grenade launcher intrinsic perk. What? So it retains that functionality but has two traits on top of that. We didn't want a return to the days of the Mountaintop PvP meta, so we opted to rebuild Micro Missile. It retains its PvE strength, but with decreased self-damage and a massively increased physics impulse. Hilarity ensues. Okay, so this is the Junkrat grenade launcher, basically. Tahirin, good to see you. So I'm excited for Mountaintop because I played Junkrat a lot again in Overwatch. So as I mentioned like a long time ago, like Hanzo and Soldier 76 are like two of my most played, but surprisingly Junkrat was up there for like a lot of seasons of Overwatch. So Mountaintop I'll be testing out a lot for a grenade launcher. It's pretty fun to be able to like bounce yourself up and use it as a way to like, you know, move around on the map. It's kind of cool. So I'm hyped for a Mountaintop. Hammerhead, the first legendary machine gun introduced into Destiny 2, is overdue for a return. Hammerhead is still considered one of the best of its kind and is coming back with top tier perks and that iconic black armory style. The new perk combinations of Rampage plus Killing Tally and Rampage Desperate Measures are particularly spicy for PvE. Yeah, I mean Rampage is nutty. Anytime I see Rampage on a weapon, I'm always keen on that. Rampage is really good. Let's see. So column is Feeding Frenzy, Destabilizing Rounds, Envious Assassin, Rampage, Fourth Time's a Charm, Rewind Rounds, and Under Over. Fourth column, Surrounded, High Impact Reserves, Target Lock, Onslaught, Killing Tally, Desperate Measures, and Tap the Trigger. Ooh. That's, yeah, I feel like this is going to be nutty. Having Rampage and Onslaught on Hammerhead, you're getting a massive damage output. You're turning this machine gun into basically Rambo. You're basically Rambo on the battlefield. And Rampage, you're going to be just consistently getting damage buff. You're probably going to hit your max stacks really fast once you get Onslaught on there. Unreal. Unreal. Yikes. Yo, Maruno, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Good grief. The LMG meta is back. PvP would be Rampage High Impact Reserves roll. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, anytime I see Rampage, I'm right there. That's crazy. I mean, I'd even run, for PvP, I'd even run Rampage Onslaught in PvP as well. Like in a 6v6 scenario, just rolling people with Onslaught, like no one's gonna survive. I'd either go with Rampage High Impact Reserves or Rampage Onslaught. For sure. Hey, Banksy, good to see you. Hammerhead will be the best LMG in the game. Yeah, but based on what I'm reading right now and the perks it's getting, it's gonna be nutty. Blast Furnace. Okay, we're getting close to Luna's Howl, by the way. This is the gun I'm hyped for too. So Blast Furnace, not the first, but certainly the most beloved aggressive burst up to a 4 burst pulse rifle. Blast Furnace now comes equipped with the... What is this? I can't even read this. With the... Yeah, I'm gonna try my best not to make it bad for myself. You know what? I'm just gonna skip on that. I'll just say ISA. ISA scope by default, and rolls barrels instead of scopes in that first column. It was a powerhouse when it arrived and is once again with the advantage of some top tier new perks, including the potent combination of kinetic tremors plus Firefly for PvE and Zen Moment rapid hit for a perfectly stable PvP roll. Yeah, I mean Zen Moment on anything is nuts. Zen Moment on a pulse rifle I think is really, really good. So let's see, third column we have Zen Moment, Snapshot, Shoot to Loot, Keep Away, Perpetual Motion, Kinetic Tremors, and Head Seeker. Kill Clip, Firefly, One for All, Frenzy, Rampage, wow! Blast Furnace has some nutty perks. What is going on? Rasmussen. I gotta be careful, man. I gotta be careful. I might say the wrong word and it's just, again, someone out there is gonna be like, what did you say to me, man? Alright, sorry. Just keep it safe. This is definitely interesting though. Zen Moment I feel for sure is as a must have on a pulse rifle. Just nice stability, nice, you know, nice stability on a weapon is always good. But personally, I would also be happy with a keep away. A keep away Rampage would be nice for me for that long range just poke game. Like if I'm on a map like Vostok, keep away Rampage would be crazy good. Or let's say I'm on Javelin 4, I can just do Perpetual Motion and maybe Rampage as well, or Perpetual Motion Kill Clip, or even Zen Moment Kill Clip. Like there's a lot of good PvP combinations you can do. A lot of good stuff for PvP. Crazy. Yeah, Head Seeker Kill Clip for the double damage. Yeah, I mean that would be nutty. Head Seeker Kill Clip for PvP as well would be crazy. A lot of great combinations. And then of course for PvE, and no problem Ender, no worries brother, I'll be here. Yeah, plenty of good PvE combinations, but PvP is, Blast Furnace is cooking. It's cooking. And then Edge Transit, this is the meme they're talking about, right? The meme GL. This heavy GL is a longtime fan favorite, and the most often requested weapon to reprise its in this list by far. Okay, not really, but the ridiculous drop rate in early Forsaken was such a persistent meme that we couldn't resist including it and turning it into one of the strongest GLs in the entire game, with the greatest hits of GL damage perks and one particularly spicy option of Cascade Point in the third column. Ooh, Cascade Point is kind of nice. With Chain Reaction getting buffed on drum grenade launchers in the final shape, the Chain Reaction destabilizing rounds combo provides some of the most potent ad clear in the game, and Cascade Point bait and switch is particularly synergistic for single target damage. This weapon is also why we pulled the heavy grenade launcher buff from the final shape into the 7.3.5 update. Okay, so third column has Chain Reaction, Cascade Point, Impulse Amplifier, Field Prep, Autoloading Host. I mean, autoloading is always good. I'm always a big fan of autoloading now. I've always loved to have an autoloading holster on any type of GL. But either way, if you don't have that, I mean, Chain Reaction is always nice. Destabilizing is always nice. Enemy's Assassin, Repulsor Brace, Frenzy, Destabilizing Rounds, Deconstruct, Adrenaline Junkie, Bait and Switch, Full Court, and Explosive Light. Wow. Crazy. Okay. Game Playboy, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. And here we go. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most. Luna's Howl. Alex, good to see you. Hello, hello. Welcome. Luna's Howl. This is the hand cannon I'm looking forward to. So of all weapon types we wanted to include, selecting a limited number of hand cannons was by far the hardest. We probably could have filled the entire list with often requested hand cannons. We have not forgotten them, but there are a couple that stand out both for nostalgia and dominance, one of which is Luna's Howl. Originally, this was a precision frame 180, was that 180 or 130? Yeah, 180. RPM hand cannon, and the Magnificent Howl perk would let you 2-tap on follow-up kills in PvP, driving massive amounts of players to engage with competitive PvP when it launched as a pinnacle weapon. The blisteringly fast time to kill was a bit over the top for the amount of effort the weapon required, so we reduced its rate of fire and redesigned the perk to have a higher reward for more effort than the original. For this iteration, we've kept it as a precision frame 140 RPM hand cannon and redesigned the Magnificent Howl perk. The number of precision final blows before reloading affects the total rounds granted with increased range and damage. Precision final blows with Magnificent Howl active extend the effect for additional rounds. This will allow for those 2 taps, but with more effort required, and the precision frame will still make it very easy to control. Ooh, okay. That's definitely very, very spicy for me though. 140 hand cannons I always love. Like, I'm a huge fan of 140s. So things like, you know, what is it? Ace of Spades, I think is 140. Hawk Moon's 140. I believe also Apocal is also 140. So I'm really a big fan of 140s. Third column, Eye of the Storm, Subsistence, Discord, Encore, Slide Shot, Enlightened Action, and Heal Clip. Woo! Heal Clip's gonna be nutty, bro. Heal Clip on this thing? I was asking for that. I said, if you give me Heal Clip on this, Heal Clip, Kill Clip, oh my gosh. This is going to be a gun I use for sure. Heal Clip, Kill Clip on a hand cannon for me is a seller. Magnificent Howl, Kill Clip, Incandescent, Desperate Measures, Opening Shot, Precision, and Harmony. Whew. Damn. Note, it didn't make sense to ship Not Forgotten in this release, but we're on the lookout for a good opportunity to bring it back too. Man, Heal Clip, Kill Clip is going to be crazy in PvP. Even PvE is good. Like, both PvE and PvP, Heal Clip, Kill Clip's going to be nutty for solar builds. And for me playing solar, oh man, that's going to be crazy for Onslaught, Ready GM Run. Anything. Heal Clip, Kill Clip is a wonderful combination. Incandescent, I can even run Heal Clip Incandescent, which can still give me good damage output, scorching targets, dealing massive damage, and I can have, let's say, Dragon's Breath for even more solar damage, or I can run with Code Duello. Oh my gosh. Ooh, boy. Enrico asked, knew back then, did I ever play X-Men Mutant Apocalypse? Of course. Of course. Back in the 90s, X-Men was like the biggest Marvel franchise in the world, I would say. Like rivaling even the likes of Spider-Man back then. So I feel like X-Men was massive. I was playing all the X-Men games back then. X-Men Children of the Atom, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I played all those things. Yeah, Jack, that's what I'm saying. Ad clear and being a healer, because you're getting the 2 times now. The 2 times with Heal Clip for yourself, and then I think the 1 time for your team. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to be a nutty HC. Like a hand cannon with Heal Clip, Kill Clip, Heal Clip, Incandescent. You could even run a Heal Clip Precision Instrument for PvP as well. Whew. Yeah, even that one too, Gegman. Subsistence and Magnificent Howl, also a good combination. Gallahorn, oh yeah, Gallahorn 2 is also a good option for solar. I've just been a fan of Dragon's Breath because it got like a buff since I think Gallahorn and I think it was Deathbringers received somewhat of a nerf this patch, but Dragon's Breath actually received a nerf, or sorry, a buff. So if you run, I learned this from Astacross. If you put on full reserves on your solar build and you're running with Dragon's Breath, you get 11 rounds. You get 11 rounds in your Dragon's Breath now, which is nuts. For PvE, you're just cooking everything on sight. But this is amazing. Luna's Howl right here, this is a #1 for me. We'll come back to this though. We're gonna finish this up, so there's a lot left. So Midnight Coup, the final, so this hand cannon dominated PvP and PvE in year 1, mostly because raid weapons were the only ones with two trait columns back then, plus it had amazing stats. These have fallen behind a little bit, so we've updated them at the same time. We have given it a brand new perk pool. It still includes the original combo of Outlaw plus Rampage, which again, solid combo, I love it. But keep an eye out for Firefly, Kinetic Tremors for PvE, and Moving Target Zen Moment for PvP. Ooh, yeah. Again, anything with Zen Moment is always great. So we have Outlaw, Firefly, Shoot to Loot, Explosive Payload, Moving Target, Attrition Orbs, and Enlightened Action. Rampage, Kinetic Tremors, Zen Moment, One for All, Frenzy, Opening Shot, and Desperate Measures. There's a lot of different combinations you can do with Midnight Coup. Crazy. Midnight Coup has some really good combos, I have to admit. Very, very strong. I mean, for PvE, I think this is a good tool. You got the Outlaw, Kinetic, you got Outlaw Zen, Firefly Zen. You know, you've got Explosive Payload Zen, Explosive Payload Rampage. You've got a lot of combinations. Yeah, Explosive Payload Opening Shot, Alex. Yeah, that's even good too. Although I think they have to fix, there's like a bug, I believe, currently with how payload works in PvP. So hopefully they fix that for the next update. But this is definitely a solid perk pool for hand cannon for both PvE and PvP. A lot of combinations for your own god roll, I guess. It's gonna be nuts. But yeah, Gegman, it's a great build, right? When I watched Cross clear the GM yesterday with that Solar Titan build, I was like, that's nuts. All I kept seeing on screen was just blow up, like explosions everywhere. That consecration and everything, whew, man. I was like, damn. Solar Titan's nuts. Hung Jury. So this is one of my favorite scout rifles. And I was surprised they brought it back because it technically didn't really leave. It's been like in the game. Like I've been using Hung Jury before. I've even used it on stream several times. So I'm surprised they brought it back, but I guess with better perks. So Hung Jury SR4 was at one time one of the most requested weapons to bring forward from the original Destiny, and we did in Destiny 2 Season of the Splicer. But it was only right to include it again here, given its legacy. So rewind rounds, enlightened action, kinetic, rapid hit, shoot to loot, no distractions, loose change. Fourth column, one for all, cascade point, box breathing, firefly, precision, desperate measures, and explosive payload. Yeah, Jack, I do use Opera GX. Absolutely. That's all I've been using recently. It's been very, very consistent. And yeah, consecration is nuts, Enrico. Yeah, it is crazy. When I watched Cross pop off with that thing, I was like, whew, man. Imagine Huntress had that. Crazy. All right, so lastly, we have LC's rifle. And this is the Stranger's rifle when it originally shipped, obviously because back then we didn't know who LC was, now we do. This pulse rifle is familiar to any Guardian who played through the original Destiny campaign, and it's the oldest weapon on this list. Now it returns as a Void weapon. So honestly, reading through all of this so far, I will honestly say that Void is going to be eating a lot. I feel like Void for the next season, or at least into the light, I feel like Void builds are going to be cooking. Like Void Lock is going to be cooking with the destabilizing rounds, repulsor brace combination. You have the title as well, another great SMG that has that perk on there. So if you're a Void main, I feel like voids are going to be, they're going to be destroying, I feel. So let's see here. So third column has Feeding Frenzy, Zen Moment, Repulsor Brace, Loose Change, Keep Away, Under Over, and Rewind rounds. Fourth column, Adrenaline Junkie, Frenzy, Destabilizing rounds, Kill Clip, Desperado, Desperate Measures, and Head Seeker. Okay, and that's all of them. Okay. All right. Half of these will be available starting April 9th, including the Recluse, Hung Jury, Succession, Ed Transit, Elsie's Rifle, and Fallen Guillotine. The remainder will unlock one at a time each week through the week of May 21st. The Brave Arsenal weapons will continue to drop from Onslaught after the final shape, but the limited edition variants won't be available after June 3rd, so go get them while you still can. Okay, so we hope you are hyped as we are. I am very hyped about Onslaught and the Brave Arsenal, and that you found all the information we shared today useful. Very much so. And there's still more to share. Our third and final live stream focused on Destiny 2 Into the Light will air on April 2nd. That's exactly 1 week from before the content update arrives on April 9th. We can't wait. Until then, Guardians. Okay. So, all right, so let's go back. We'll start from the bottom up since we're already at the bottom. So for me, pulse rifles, I'm a little bit hit or miss. I'll be very honest. I've tried several PRs before, notably Outbreak. I love Outbreak. Revision 0, really great for PvE, PvP. But I can't really see myself using pulse rifles consistently. Like, I've tried Stars and Shadow, great damage output for high impact frame, but just wasn't really, I would say it's a weapon class that is you're either popping off with it or you're getting popped. So it's usually a mixed bag for me. I'm usually either really solid with it or I'm not. And I think with Revision 0 and Outbreak, those are like my most two consistent. And I think it's just because of the way that they play. Like a 2 burst on the Revision 0 is nice. And then the way that Outbreak works is also really consistent with its the Shiva, the nanonites, what do we call them? There's an Opera GX VTuber. Are you serious? And Alex says, I would have liked to see a sidearm instead of Hung Jury. We have had Hung Jury back many times. That's what I'm saying, Alex, because it's already currently in the game. Like, I literally have a Hung Jury, and I put it away a long time ago. So I was surprised why they brought it back. But let's talk about the actual roles for each and what god roles I would want to see as far as each of these guns. So I've already made some notable, selections on some of these, but let's go through Elsie's rifle first and we'll go from the bottom up. So as for me, my god roll for Elsie for PvE, I would probably go with something like repulsor brace destabilizing rounds. I think that would be the god roll for anybody who's running with Void. I think Void, like I said, is going to be eating a lot for the season. This is just a really good combination for PvE. You're just going to be destroying a lot of ads with this combination. Keep Away can still be a good option, I feel, for PvE. If you're more of like that long range, you want to play from a range, you can still get the buff through Keep Away. It's nice and stable. You can also do Keep Away destabilizing rounds if you wanted. So if you're still running a Void, you can still do that. It's a good combination, I feel. Kill clips. So PvP wise, if you wanted to do that, you could always run with Keep Away kill clip for PvP. I feel like that's a pretty good god roll, in my opinion. Zen Moment kill clip is really strong for PvP, I feel. These two combined, I think you're not going to be missing any shots. Because Zen Moment's going to add that nice, clean stability kill clip. You hit your target, you're good. So PvP wise, god roll for me, Zen Moment kill clip. PvE, I would say repulsor brace destabilizing, Keep Away destabilizing, maybe rewind rounds and adrenaline junkie for PvE as well. Frenzy could technically work depending on the circumstance, but I feel like rewind and adrenaline junkie is pretty good as a combination. Even Zen Moment head seeker can be good for PvP. Decent, but I'd say god roll for sure. Zen Moment kill clip 100%. And then Hung Jury, which again we just talked about. I don't really care that much for Hung Jury anymore. We've seen it so much, I play with it so much, and it doesn't really like it. It's a cool scout rifle, don't get me wrong, I love it. But I mean, for me personally, I don't think it's anything to write home about. But as far as god rolls, I mean, if you're looking to use it in PvE, I would say Kinetic is great. Kinetic and Cascade is not bad. Kinetic and Firefly I would say is a good combination for Hung Jury. Kinetic explosive payload can be nice for PvE. Even rewind rounds and Firefly can be nice. For PvP, you can probably go with precision instrument and rapid hit perhaps for PvP if you wanted. Like that would be my god roll. Like rapid hit precision would be nice. Yeah, Firefly, kinetic, or no distractions box for the just like Alex said. Also can't get shoot to loot tremors anymore. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it's in a different perk now, different perk slot. So now you can't combine those. But I still think kinetic tremors and Firefly is a good god roll for those who like scout rifles. I think just having these combinations will be really, really good. And if you're running solar, it's even better too, I feel. Just more explosions for you. So that's my take on Hung Jury. Nothing too crazy for that, in my opinion. Midnight Coup, I feel if you're going to be playing this in PvP, like myself, PvE as well. I mean, I'll be playing both. Onslaught, I think, will be a mode I'll be playing a lot of. I love modes that are like survival driven, which is kind of why I love Blindwell, because Blindwell is kind of like that survival mode where you're just beating non-stop hordes, and it just increasingly gets harder every time. So I feel like Onslaught will be great for, Midnight Coup will be really good for it, because you've got Outlaw and Zen Moment. You've got Firefly, Kinetic Tremors for PvE. You've got Rampage, Outlaw. You've got Moving Target, Rampage if you wanted. But PvP god roll for me, based on my playstyle, I would honestly go with... I'd probably go Zen Moment. I'd go Zen Moment and either Firefly or... it's tough. Zen Moment or... Yeah, Zen Moment, Firefly, or Zen Moment, Explosive. Those would be my two go-to PvP options for me. Because I want that consistency, and Zen Moment is one of the best for consistent aim. So those for me for sure would be my go-to options. For PvE though, I mean, I can't disagree with what they said. Firefly Kinetic is just nice, and a moving target Zen is always... Okay, well, they said moving target Zen for PvP. I would agree on that too. Definitely being able to have faster movement while you're aiming down sights is always great, with more stability for Zen. But for me personally, I just go with Zen, Explosive maybe. Actually, you know what? Honestly, yeah, maybe Zen moving target would be nice. Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I think god roll wise for me, I think I'd go Zen moving target number 1, and then as a backup, I'd have Zen Moment, perhaps Firefly, or let's say moving target Rampage would be nice. Man, there's so many good god rolls you can get with this. I'll be honest. It's a tough one. What would I put for this? Okay, so I gotta say top two. So number one, Zen Moment, moving target number 1 for sure. Being able to move quickly with the hand cannon and like peek shoot, I think Zen moving target for sure, number 1. Number 2, Rampage. I mean, I'd even go Outlaw too. Outlaw Rampage is also pretty good, I feel. Yeah, I'd probably go Outlaw Rampage for another role. It's gonna be Firefly Rampage to replace your Fatebringer. Oh yeah, free Gegman, 100%. So explosive payload and kinetic tremors might have a secret interaction. Explosive payload might proc tremors twice as fast. That is a possibility, which I think can be good for PvE. Cause just getting more explosions is always nice. So I think that would be a good god roll. Explosive and kinetic, good combination. So yeah, PvE god roll, kinetic, explosive, Kinetic, Firefly. Then PvP, Zen Moment, moving target for sure. Then Zen Moment out. Zen Moment, Firefly, I think would work well for me. For Midnight Coup. Those are my top picks for god rolls. And then Luna's Howl, I mean, you already know this is like the one I'm looking forward to the most. This is the hand cannon I'm really excited for. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm a huge fan of heal clip, kill clip. This is a combination that is a must-have, I feel. If you're a solar main, you gotta have heal clip, kill clip, 100%. Or heal clip, precision instrument. Like currently, I run Igneous Hammer with heal clip, precision instrument, and I'm never dying. I can peek shoot you, and then if let's say I'm in a losing bout, I can just reload, get heal clip, refresh, and I'm sitting nice. And this gives me a chance to run a different grenade too, because typically I would run a healing grenade, but heal clip times 2 allows me to get a really solid heal, and I'm running Worm Husk anyway, so Worm Husk gives me a heal clip gives me a heal, and then on top of that, precision instrument, just yeah, consistency is always nice. So heal clip, precision for me, I think would be a really good roll if you're god rolling. And then of course, like I said, heal clip, kill clip, I think is the ultimate god roll for Luna's Howl. If you really want that nice, consistent damage output and healing, those two, you are forever safe. But if you want to play with a little bit more precision, then yeah, heal clip, precision, I think is a great combination. And then for PvE, this thing's going to be going nuts too. PvE, you can even run Eye of the Storm if you wanted. Eye of the Storm, Magnificent Howl. You can run Subsistence, Incandescent. You can run Heal Clip, Incandescent. Like, those are really solid god rolls. Heal Clip, Incandescent for PvE I think would be great. Again, even Heal Clip, Kill Clip I think is a great god roll for both PvE and PvP, because as long as you're surviving and you're killing, this thing is going to be really, really good. And then Howl, I'd go like Subsistence Howl. That's a good PvE roll too. This could also work for PvP. Okay, Luna's Howl is going to be nutty. Yeah, Howl, getting the 2 taps. Yeah. Howl is crazy. If you go with Heal Clip Howl too, another good god roll I feel. Heal Clip Howl, Heal Clip, Kill Clip, Heal Clip, Precision. Just as long as you have Heal Clip on your roll, your third column, as long as you have Heal Clip as a solar, you're nuts. You're good. Even if you're non-solar, still having this is good. Like, this is the quintessential roll that I feel you have to have now. Because of the buff to how Heal Clip works, you have to have it. Because survivability is going to be so imperative, especially in Onslaught when you move into the higher levels. And then of course, you know, any GM, any PvP match, you want to have Heal Clip available. So this, to me, if you have Heal Clip, you're already one out of 2 god rolls. And then whatever else you have here is a bonus. Heal Clip Magnificent, Heal Clip Kill Clip, Heal Clip Incandescent, Heal Clip Precision. Like, you literally have so many great god rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities to turn this weapon into a beast. I'm gonna honestly, I'm gonna attune this weapon so much, and if I can get the 4, if I can get the Holy Trinity, the Heal Clip, Precision, Heal Clip, Kill Clip, Heal Clip Incandescent roll, I'm eating. I'm good. Like, that to me is the Holy Trinity for my rolls. But if I can get the bonus Heal Clip Magnificent Howl, I'm also good. In 140, I love 140s anyway, so this is going to be my go-to 100% for PvE and PvP. I don't think I'll ever drop this weapon. Once I had this equipped, I don't think I'll really use anything else. Maybe the exception would be, like I said, maybe Igneous Hammer, but for a 140, I think Luna's Howl is going to be it. This is going to be the one, 100%. Heal Clip helps me a lot on stasis because of how weak stasis is for surviving. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have Heal Clip, even if you're non-solar, you're good. Like, you're super good, especially for stasis. Like you said, it lacks healing. Even Strand too, I feel would be nice. Even though Strand does have Woven Mail, giving you the overshield, I still think that having a Heal Clip is nice. Yes, Monono, you and me both. You and me both. I've been asking for this for a while. I've been saying if they put heel clip on a bow, oh my gosh, like that would be crazy. I would love that. Heel clip and Archer's tempo, like just, you know, some kind of combination or something would be nice. But heel clip 100% on a bow, that's a chef's kiss for me, easily. Edge transit, I mean, of course, I don't really care that much for GLs, as you already know, with the exception of a few. Like I said, I'm really hyped for Mountaintop, but Edge transit, we've got Chain Reaction, Cascade, Impulse. So just like I said before, I think if you're a Void main, you're gonna love this, right? PvE wise, Repulsor and Destabilizing, I think, is the god roll for any Void player. Even if you're not a Void main, I still think Repulsor and Destabilizing is still great. Because once this goes off, like, you're gonna get so much value. Repulsor, Destabilizing, it's gonna be great. PvE, god roll right there. Chain Reaction, I think, is also gonna be good. You can do Chain Reaction, Destabilizing, I think, for PvE, that's not bad. You could also do Cascade Point, Adrenaline. You can do Autoloading. I'll be honest, I'm a huge fan of this. Autoloading holster is always great for any GL. Like Wither Horde is a good example of this. I feel I would love to have autoloading. Ellie, good to see you. Good to see you. So I personally, for me, this is my own personal, my personal take. My personal god roll, if I wanted to get Edge transit, would be autoloading, and perhaps Adrenaline Junkie for PvE. If I was going to go PvE, I'd want autoloading holster and Adrenaline Junkie. I feel like this would be great for, like, even Onslaught. This combination just like basically turning off your brain and not having to worry about your ammunition is always good. That's my take though. Ooh, another insane option is Volt Shot on a bow. Oh yeah, that would be nuts. Volt Shot on a bow would be crazy. I mean, technically Trinity Ghoul does have that. Trinity Ghoul is technically Volt Shot on a bow. But I know what you mean though. I know what you mean. Doing diving with Atrax. Hey, let's go. And tell Atrax I said hi. Send my love to Atrax, by the way. But yeah, technically Trinity Ghoul does have the Volt Shot. Technically. But I guess for legendary you don't have it. So yes, if there was a legendary option, let's say you couldn't afford or you didn't want to grind for a Trinity Ghoul, you can always opt for the Volt Shot on a bow, if that was an option. But you basically do have Trinity Ghoul. So if you really wanted a Volt Shot bow, that's your go-to pick right there. But yeah, as far as Edge transit, like I said, I think for me personally, I just love autoloading, and then Junkie. For me, that's my god roll for me. And then of course, like I said, if you're a Void main, Repulsor, Stabilizing is always a great pick. I put Volt Shot, Incandescent, and the Austrio Intrinsic. It was the basic ad clear weapon. That sounds pretty busted. That sounds pretty busted for a combination. But I like it, Marino. I like it. Blast Furnace god rolls for me. I mean, obviously what they said earlier was not wrong. Like, Kinetic Firefly is definitely the god roll, I feel. And then Zen Moment Rapid Hit for PvP, I think, is great. Like I said, Zen Moment on any rifle is always a perfect match in heaven. Whether it's a pulse rifle or it's an auto rifle, I feel like Zen Moment is your must pick. And if you don't have that, it's either Dynamic Sway. But if you can get Zen Moment, you're cooking. So I agree what they're saying here. This is definitely a great PvP god roll. Other options for me, because I love to play more of that keep away game, I think keep away Rampage, I think, is a wonderful god roll for me personally. Being able to just retain that consistent stability handling from a distance while dealing damage and getting buffs for that is great. So I would go with keep away Rampage. Perpetual Motion, I think, is a great option too, plus Rampage. Perpetual Motion Rapid Hit is great, I think, for PvP, since, you know, if you're running gunner, if you love to run and gun, like, let's say you're running Frosties plus Perpetual Motion plus Rapid Hit, or Perpetual plus Kill Clip, like, that is nutty. If you're running Frosties and you have Perpetual Motion and Kill Clip on, not only are you going to have your abilities up faster because of Frosties, you're going to just be constantly like beaming people with Perpetual Motion, and then every kill you get, Kill Clip's just going to be activated. You are going to be nuts. So if you love Frosties, that's definitely a god roll for you. And I do love Frosties. I have a Frosties build myself, and I do love playing with Perpetual Motion a lot on it. And then Kill Clip, like I said, is perfect. And as far as anything else, Zen Moment, Kill Clip, another perfect option. I'm currently running this on my Summoner. So my Summoner roll is Zen Moment, Kill Clip. Amazing combination for PvP, in my opinion. Again, just consistency with Zen Moment, and then you're just beaming people with Kill Clip. If you peek, you're dead. Zen Moment, Rampage is great. Zen Moment, Frenzy can be good for PvE. Zen Moment, Firefly can be nice. But of course, PvE god roll, I think, is Kinetic and Firefly. You could even go Headseeker Firefly if you wanted. Headseeker Kill Clip if you wanted. A lot of different god rolls here. But for sure, for me personally, is either Zen, Keep Away, Perpetual with Kill Clip, Firefly, or Rampage. Those are like my go-to. So if I can get Perpetual Kill Clip, I'm happy. If I can get Zen Moment Kill Clip, I'm happy. Those are my god rolls. I'll be on D2. If anyone feels like GMing, holla at you. Hey, for those of you who want to play with Enrico, he's on D2 right now. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. He's on there right now if you want to join in. I'm going to probably run some Blind Wells today. I want to farm for some Tiger Spite. And then also, I'm probably going to farm some Lost Sectors. I want to grab some more material so I can get my Worm Husk to level 10. And then, what else would I do? I'll probably do some more PvP. And then work on my Aeon Swift build, which I'll be talking about soon as well. So Hammerhead, Machine Gun, I think y'all already know. This is going to be a cracked machine gun. So Envious Assassin is going to be nutty. Envious and Onslaught, I think is going to be great. PvE, Destabilizing, and what else do we have? Destabilizing, Surrounded could be good. Destabilizing Onslaught can be good. Rampage, High Impact Reserves is nice. Rewind Rounds, and I mean, even Rewind Rounds and Onslaught is good, I feel. You're just a complete bullet machine. Crazy. So yeah, I feel like Hammerhead, if you're into the LMGs, which I am, I love machine guns a lot, actually. So I'd probably go with Envious and Onslaught, or for the god roll, Envious, Onslaught, or Rampage. Rampage Onslaught would be nice, or Rampage Surrounded, because if I'm surrounded by enemies, this thing's going to be clearing ads like nothing. A Rampage Onslaught though is going to be crazy. Like you're going to be basically proccing Rampage so fast because of Onslaught and how fast you'll be shooting. So this to me, I think, is a great god roll, Rampage Onslaught. If I do wells, bring a gun that you have the catalyst working on. I usually bring Wither Horde in the well, but I'm going to try out, I might try a couple other guns and see how it feels. But I'm definitely bringing in Wither Horde though. That GL just cooks in the well. Mountaintop, let's see. Mountaintop, we have Ambitious, Impulse, the Demolitionist, Lead from Gold, Slick Draw, Autoloading, and Overflow. Then you've got Rampage, Vorpal, Adrenaline Junkie, One for All, Harmony, Recombination, and Frenzy. So, again, this is the Junkrat Grenade Launcher, which I love. Again, a rarity because you guys know how much I hate grenade launchers, but because I love Junkrat, such a fun character to use, and in Overwatch, because this grenade launcher allows you to play that Junkrat playstyle of like bounces yourself with the grenades, I think that's gonna be fun. So for me, I would most likely go with ambitious and adrenaline. Overflow is not bad, because if you can obtain some special ammo on the floor, I'd be happy with overflow for PvE. I think overflow and rampage would be nice. Overflow and harmony isn't too bad. Ambitious and rampage I think is great for PvE. Rampage Onslaught was the original role of the breakneck auto rifle. Yeah, Rampage Onslaught is a disgusting combination for ARs. Like, you just turn that thing into an actual meat grinder. Like, the amount of damage output you're gonna have on that, anyone who peaks in PvP, you're done. Breakneck is a great AR in my opinion. I'm surprised people don't use it as much, but I do like Breakneck. Now that they've actually fixed it too, because I think they added a perk recently, or they fixed it. They didn't really add it, they fixed it. But it's a good perk window, I feel. Oh, are you dropping frames? Oh no, Ellie. Might need to hop out of the stream. I'll check back later. Hey, no worries, Ellie. It's all good. All good, homie. It's always good to see you regardless. Hope you're having fun with the dive, so no sweat. I'll be here for a while. That sucks that you're actually dropping frames though. Is anyone else finding the same issue? Or are y'all dropping frames as well, or? And here we go, we have Recluse. So Recluse, great SMG. I feel, again, Dynamic Sway is going to be an amazing perk to have on any SMG. I'm almost always defaulted to playing with Dynamic Sway on an SMG. So it'll be Dynamic Sway and Surrounded. Of course, Target Lock got nerfed, so that wouldn't be an option. But if that wasn't a nerf, this would be nuts. I feel like I would just go Dynamic Sway and Master of Arms. I think that's going to be the PvP god roll for me. Being able to just have a nice consistent, again, Dynamic Sway just gives you that nice consistent aim. Master of Arms perk improves weapons damage, which is great. So that to me is the #1 god roll pick. And then as for PvP, Repulsor, stabilizing rounds, of course. But this is somewhat, I feel like this is somewhat competing with the title, because the title also has similar perks as far as like Dynamic Sway. I think the only other perk that title has that this doesn't have is Perpetual Motion. But Recluse and title they share very similar traits. So if you have god rolls on a title, I honestly would say just stick with that. I don't think you would really need to have like Recluse and this. So if you have one or the other, I think you're good, in my opinion. I don't think you need to go after both. Me personally, I'm probably gonna do it anyway, because it's always nice to have a collection of SMGs that are fun to use. But yeah, if you love your Void SMGs, I think this will be great. But again, if you do have the title and you already have access to your god rolls, Dynamic Sway, Perpetual Motion, Destabilizing Rounds, Repulsor Brace, I think you're already good. And Falling Guillotine, this is the sword, right? Of course, Eager Edge if you want to do your whole skating, that's always nice to have. I'm not really huge on swords, but I feel like Repulsor Brace is always good to have. Desperate Measures, Whirlwind Blade, Repulsor I think would be cool. Yeah, I think God Roll would be like Repulsor Destabilizing. Now, again, I'm not too huge on swords, so combination wise I couldn't really give you my honest take. But if I was to choose, I would just go with what they said. Repulsor Destabilizing I think is always nice. Let's see how much Master of War's damage buff is. It used to be 150% more damage on body shots in PvE. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that's gonna turn out. Master of Arms. I'm curious how it's gonna play out over time for the Recluse. I think that'll be one of the benefits perhaps of running it over the title. But if you just had, like, let's say 2 options and you wanted either the title or the recluse, I think either or would be great. But if you really wanted that Master of Arms perk, then yeah, of course, recluse is going to be your go-to. But if you're just looking for a repulsor destabilizing rounds combination, then you can just go no wrong with the title. Then Succession. So this was the, what is this? This is the sniper, right? Yeah, sniper. So I think moving target is always great. Moving target box breathing, I think, is always a good combination. No distractions. Vorpal can be good. Demolitionist, Vorpal can be good. Demolitionist box breathing can be good. Yeah, decent combinations. I think for me, God Roll, I would like moving target and box breathing. That would be a nice combination, since I can move faster while I'm aiming down sights. Box breathing is just always nice to have on a sniper rifle. So for me, God Roll, moving target, box breathing. Secondary option, demolitionist, box breathing. That's just me. And then lastly, for Barons, we have unrelenting stats for all, demolitionist, ambitious, surplus, steady hands. So again, for GLs, demolitionist is great for GL. That means if you're running a grenade build, having this alongside the grenade would be always perfect. So demolitionist chain reaction would be nice. Demolitionist rampages would be great. What else do we have? Disruption break, demolitionist perhaps, or disruption break, desperate measure, sorry. Demolitionist golden tricorn is also good because you get buffs for every kill. Ambitious assassin golden tricorn is great. Ambitious chain reaction is great. Ambitious rampage is great. Like, there's a lot of good combinations. For me personally, I would go with demolitionist rampage though. So that's for me. Me personally, God Roll would be demolitionist, chain react, or demolitionist and rampage, just for that added damage. And of course, getting some more grenade energy is always good. And that's it. That's it for me personally. Those are like my go-to picks for God rolls and decent rolls. Thank you, YouTube. And that's it for my video. No, I'm just kidding. This will be on YouTube anyway after the VOD is done, so it'll be all good. And VOG is featured this week. We should do it at least once to try and get the Vex. Yeah, I was thinking maybe on Saturday my time. I was thinking of Saturday, we can probably jump in and run the Vex. Or run, what's it called? VOG. Since weekends, I think most of you guys are available, which would be Friday for you guys, or for most of you. So Saturday, I'd be inclined to try it. And as long as somebody has the final boss as the checkpoint, it'll make it easier too. It'll make it much easier. Let me just turn this up a little bit. All right. So, as far as things are going to happen today, again, the game plan is just talk about. We've already wrapped up the blast weapons, or sorry, not blast, the brave weapons, which I'm really hyped for. I'm looking forward to Luna's Howl the most. I think that's going to be a gun I use all the time. Like right now, I'm currently using Apocal integration, and if this had heal clip on it, like the one thing that holds Apocal back is its lack of perks. Like if Apocal integration had things like heal clip, kill clip, this would be an amazing 140 right now. This would be the Luna's Howl of the current patch, you know? But because it lacks perks, it's not necessarily the best for PvP. I still use it, but it's not, you know, I would opt for using like Ace of Spades over it anyway. But Apocal is great. With Keep Away Incandescent, I feel like I'm always doing great damage. I'm getting that nice, consistent perk buff with Keep Away, giving me reload range and accuracy, which is always nice for a hand cannon. And the double perked as well, which is always nice. And then recently I've been really rocking the Code Duello. It's been really nice with autoloading and ambitious. Great damage output. Really, really nice. So even Suros Regime, I think, has been a great AR for me. I've been loving this a lot in PvP. And not only I get to heal, do damage, and I can swap between either, you know, I can go into onslaught mode with its spinning up variant. But I tend to keep it in dual speed just because it's so nice to have that extra damage output. So Suros is great. I've still yet to get the Catalyst though, but I would love to get it. And then right now I'm working on my Aeon Swift builds. So currently with Aeon Swift, I've been testing it out in Nightfall runs, and I've been testing it with Sect of Vigor. So therefore you gain class ability energy and take reduced damage, which I think will be great for Onslaught, because in the event that somebody dies or someone takes damage, now you're receiving less damage. So you take reduced damage when an ally dies or when I'm rezzing somebody, and that ties in well with Solar, since when I'm rezzing people, I also get the perk of, what is this? Where is it? Yeah, so Ember of Mercy, when this procs, they gain restoration. So not only do you take less damage from incoming targets, but Ember of Mercy kicks in. So even when I res you, you're taking less damage because of restoration, and you're getting that decrease or the reduction from Aeon Swift. So I think this combination is going to be nice for Onslaught next week. Is it next week? No, April 9th. I think a week and a half. And then of course I got Healing Grenade too. So not only do I get to heal you and the team and myself, you get extra through restoration, and you get reduced damage from the Sect of Vigor. So this has been really good for me. I've used this, again, I used this yesterday in Nightfall, and basically the team didn't die. Like, we basically survived the entire Nightfall and no one died, because everyone just kept getting healed. And then because I'm running with heavy-handed, I get Orbs of Power, which gives me more ability to use my dodge, which is always nice. Although, to be honest, I could probably opt this out for... Yeah, I could even go with Impact Induction too on this. Yeah. I can even go with Impact Induction, because in this way I'm always going to have my grenade active. Like, reducing my grenade cooldown is going to be good. Then I have heavy-handed to get orbs, and the orbs will buff me. So this is going to be one of my go-to options for Onslaught. And I'm actually going to try it out now. Now that I'm talking about PvE, I'm actually going to try it out in what's it called? Blindwell. I think I have to get more of my keys. I have how many keys do I have? So Lair chests, Witch's key. Where do you get the items to... Okay, yeah, where do you get the Charge of Light? I want tier 3. Where do you get them? Do you get them from Petra? I think it's Petra, right? Oh, she's right here, which is perfect. She's right at the landing zone. But overall, the Brave Arsenal weapons are going to be really hype. I can't wait for those to come out. I'm really excited. Like, I'm really, really hype. I'm super hype. Because once that drops, you already know. We're going to be doing like a day one Onslaught farming. I'm gonna start attuning all the weapons that I want. I'm going to attune the crap out of Luna's Howl. Day one, I'm gonna try to attune that thing like until I get all the god rolls.
Ask the Techians to take a look.
Oh, let's see what we can get. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I wanted tier 3. Wow, they're expensive.
Good choice.
Holy crap. Alright, I'll buy them anyway. Alright, so let's run tier 3. Because tier 3 is the most fun. So what weapons are you most hyped for, folks? What are you all most excited for? Like, what are your top 3 picks once Onslaught drops? What are we at? Tier 3? Okay, I gotta help the team out then. So Luna, Hammerhead, and Mountaintop. Yeah, those are gonna be crispy picks. Those are 100% crispy picks. Oh my gosh. Thing is just blasting me from the side. Oh my gosh. Crazy. So easily Mountaintop, Recluse, and Hammerhead. Just a shame that they'll time gate half of the guns. Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks. So we have to wait for the other half of the guns to get value, or at least to get any use out of them. Which is unfortunate. But hey, you know what? It'll be worth the wait, in my opinion. No! These ogres are nutty. Get that thing out of here, man. Oh, no heavy. Holy moly. Damn it, oh, everyone's dying out here. Everyone's dying. Okay, I have this one over here. Ooh. The pulse rifles aren't really a good priority to you. There's already plenty of the solid pulse rifles in the game since I'd only use them for PvP. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying to myself. Like, I'm not really too crazy on them. Like, I already have Outbreak. I already have, you know, I have Stars in Shadow. I have Revision 0. So I don't really need to go crazy for those. They're not like huge priorities. And Enrico, for sure, brother, for sure. Yeah. I mean, of course, we have, you know, we have the weekend to run the raid. So definitely, you know, definitely I'll be down for that. As I've said to Ellie, your streams and this community changed my life in a good way. Wow. Well, thank you for saying that. That means a lot to me. It means a lot. For sure. Like that actually makes me feel happy, knowing that I've done the right thing, you know? Never did I think I would have a community. What the heck? Are you for real? That's all you gave us? For all that grinding? You gave us 2 cores? That's nuts. So the fact that I'm sick with leukemia and have my father on a coma would lead me to do bad things. When I open your streams and chill here, I get happy and forget all about the bad things. Wow. Just reading that, Enrico, you made my day too. Especially, you know, knowing what I've been going through recently. I'm happy that I've made a space for you where you can feel like you're in a good place. You know, you're in a good spot. And yeah,
Hope we brought enough ammo.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm very grateful for you saying that. And I hope that in the future, our community will continue to grow. And as long as things continue to grow, we'll grow together. And again, as I said, you know, I pray for you. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish that you heal and that leukemia be gone. You know, we all have our ups and downs. Again, for me, my challenge has always been, you know, because I've obviously sacrificed everything to live out my dream of just focusing on making content. You know, I've always loved making content for years. I've been a content creator for well over a decade, but I never had a chance to fully commit because of work. You know, I've been making content since I was like in college on YouTube, back in like 2000, actually no, even high school. I used to make content in high school, and again, I just never had the chance to really indulge and take it really seriously. But now that I have the opportunity to do it, you know, I want to go full out, and I want to give back to the people, to all of you guys. So for me, my greatest sacrifice is giving up all that work and labor of working in a company and having my own brand, which is what I've always wanted. And you know, I'll be honest, financially has not been the easiest, because of course, you know, coming from a company that paid me decently to now having to do it all myself is not always easy. But ever since I've been playing Destiny, I think you guys have been great support in that area, and so I'm very grateful for all your subs. And not to mention, YouTube partnered me literally not too long ago, so that to me is a huge blessing that I never thought was even possible, but it was possible all thanks to y'all watching my videos and just coming through every single week, every single day, and just making it all better. So thank you. And I'm so glad that I have a space to where anyone is welcome. You know, that to me is the most important. Anyone is welcome here. And that's what I've always dreamed of, is to have a community where anyone can come through and we just play and have a good time. And I'm just so happy to read your response, knowing that in spite of your shortcomings, in spite of what's happening around you, I've given you a space to where you feel safe and you feel like you're needed here. And you know, that to me is a wonderful feeling. So thank you for all that. Thank you for making the community better as well, Enrico, because your presence here is very valuable, and I assure you that you being here is also making the lives of others bright. And maybe you don't realize it, but it really is a huge difference to have people like you around. So thank you. So everyone here, everyone watching and tuning in, wherever you are, again, thank you. I always say thank you. I feel like I say thank you too much. Maybe more than I should, but again, it comes from my heart, and I'm just glad that I can be vulnerable with you guys, because you have been vulnerable with me, and you've opened up your hearts to me, and I feel like that's the best trade-off. So thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable, but I think in doing so, because I'm vulnerable, you also feel the need to be vulnerable too, and I think that's healthy. So I'm glad that I can create that atmosphere where you feel vulnerable to speak your mind and let yourself be free and not feel like you're trapped. You're always in a safe haven here. Exactly. You could be going through a tough time in real life. Like I said, it's been a challenge for me. But one of the things I always say, right? I always say to every single stream, that's my motto: stay strong and keep fighting. And that's all you have to do. There are going to be moments where life will hit you. You're going to have some major setbacks. But that's only a setback that will eventually set you free. You know, it's like a bow and arrow, right? A bow and arrow is at its strongest when, you know, it's at it, you know, you're pulling back on the string, right? And then that arrow is then projected, and the velocity it travels at is like you know, you have your setbacks. Life is pulling you back like the string, but in the end, that string is going to propel you. Once you let go, it's going to propel you into the life that you've always wanted. But sometimes you just have to just embrace the setbacks. But eventually, life's going to project you in the direction that you desire, and before you know it, you'll be living nice. So. We're also very grateful for you having built this great community, which would have not existed without you. It takes us all to keep this community going. Yes, you are very right, Gramps, and I thank you so much for saying that. And again, it makes me happy that I have built a foundation that has given you all something to be happy for. And I think to me that is the most important and most valuable asset that I have, is the community. Like everything else, I can play whatever game I want, but if I have all of you folks here, I feel like this is what makes me much happier. Oh my gosh. These are such great wholesome thoughts. It's nice to be a part of this community. You're all great enemies to be around. I love you too, Ellie. I love you too. I really do my best to, again, bring the best energy I can. As I said, even though I'm going through my own stuff, I'm sure all of y'all are going through your own stuff too. But I think in the end, we all sharing that together is... we sharing our ups and downs together is what makes it a much more fulfilling experience, because we're all human, you know? We're only human. And I think that's just part of being human, is experiencing that type of, you know, ups and downs. When I read that, I'm like, I thought maybe you were just joking, you know? I thought maybe you were just kind of teasing. But energies, yes, definitely you are correct. Yeah, sharing energy is always good. You're all great energy to be around. Yeah, you as well, Ellie. Like I said, I'm always happy to have you on the mic and have you just being on stream. So I definitely, I appreciate every one of you, each and every one of you. Like really, really do. Like it, my words may not say a lot, it may not convey the same thing, but hopefully my actions and what I've provided for y'all is every reason to keep going. Alright, maybe I'm gonna go Wither Horde here. And just autocorrect, totally derailing your message. That's all good. It's no sweat. I totally get the vibe. And yes, us all for sure. This is not just a me. This is not a me thing. This is all a we are doing this together. And you cannot have a community without unity. You know, you can't just have commune. You know, anyone can commune, but to have unity, that takes everybody. It takes a collective effort. Collective effort, sorry. So for us all being here, it's why do you keep saying you all? It's us all. It is, you're right. It is us all. It is us all, you know. Us all for sure is a great way of putting it, Gramps. Because we are all here in unity to create the community and commune. There you go. Life is better together. We put the we in the we. Wee! Don't exclude yourself. You're right. You're right. And Atrax is like, no, it's y'all. I mean, we all have done it together. Like, I always, again, I always make that very clear that it's all about the community. It's all about us. Atrax is like, yes? Y'all, we must speak in proper Southern English. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get popped here. Oh no. Wrong button. Grab these while I still have the chance. Howdy, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm getting bopped. It's such a mood. Yeah, that's forever my mood in this thing, man. I literally always feel myself getting bopped left and right. But that's the fun of it. That's the beauty of this game, is getting bopped. Hey, where the heck is the... I'm looking for the enemy to shoot with the shield up. I don't see him though. Oh, there he is. Oh no, wrong person, wrong enemy. I guess I'm just not... Oh, that's the guy? Yeah, there he is. Oh my goodness. The real beauty will be when we get to bop the witness. Facts. I can't wait till we get bopping on that. I'm definitely excited for when the final shape drops. That's gonna be a fun time. Where the heck is the... Alright. Defeat the heralds. Alright, let's defeat them then. Yeah, I'm not getting tapped by that thing. You can get the heck out of there. This ogre needs to go. This ogre has to go, man. Oh, never mind. Res himself. Nice. Let's go. My recent go-to reaction anytime I'm suddenly in over my head is just to calmly state, man, this is a Wendy's. With that SMA's energy. This is a Wendy's. Come on, man. I got nothing for that? I got boots? Damn, I can't even get one tiger spot out of this? Damn. I'm just farming for the tiger spite, man. Good grief. Well, I'm gonna chill and play Mass Effect 3. Y'all have fun. No problem, Tyrion. No problem. You have a good time. Enjoy yourself. And I'll be here for a little bit.
Power level set to maximum.
And let's go. Tier 3 again. Come on, baby. Give me my tiger spite. What is this? I just want a better roll for it. I mean, I have a decent roll on my tiger spite, actually. Like, I have Outlaw Kinetic, which is a great PvE roll, but I want a PvP roll, too. Oh my gosh. Oh. Why am I hearing the rock music in the back? I swear I put N64 music on. I guess it's from No Mercy or something. And Gameplay Boy, good to see you as always. I know Gameplay Boy always usually comes in with the faces and then just lurks. That's almost always what Gameplay Boy does. Alright, let's dip out of here. I'm rusty at Vogue. We might need teachers Ellie and Gramps to help. Yeah, Vogue takes it takes some effort. But if any of y'all can honestly get the last checkpoint, it would make life easier for all of us, I feel. Because having to go through the whole entire raid from the beginning is it's pretty taxing. Like, I remember Beast Mode mentioned it to me, and I think he has the actual last checkpoint. And if he does, then we can always run it with Beast this weekend if Beast is around. Because in that way we have less to really think about. Because the last part is just, of course, is the boss. And the boss is, like, not that difficult. Oh my gosh. Oh, you can get it from D2 checkpoint? Oh, okay. Yeah. Grabbing the final CP to farm the Vex would be nice. Exactly, yeah. Callouts and just shooting the Oracle, I think that's probably going to be the easiest thing we can do. Compared to having to go through, like, the beginning where you have to, you know, take care of those Minotaurs and do all the other things in between. I think just focusing on the final boss is not going to be that difficult. Because the callouts have to do with, like, going through, what, Mars and Venus again, right? Wait, no one has the orb? Nobody has the orb? Damn. There you go. Erased. What were the callouts last time? I wish I could tell you. It's been so long since we did the Vault of Glass raid. Like, super long time ago. Half the team gets pulled into Mars or Venus and has to shoot oracles in there. That's what it was. Yeah, I couldn't remember the callouts though. Am I watching the X-Men 97? Yeah, of course. Of course. Both episodes have been amazing. It just, like, brought back my childhood. It's like I never grew up, basically, watching X-Men 97. And then they actually released the comic books yesterday. That's also a positive. But unfortunately, they haven't released them digitally yet. But when they get digital, I'm gonna most likely collect the digital packets, or digital books, or comics rather, sorry, for 97. Oh, 3's out now? Oh, okay. Then I have to watch 3 at some point then. Because 1 and 2 got me hype. Just seeing Jubilee getting more screen time is really nice. I've always enjoyed Jubilee. But of course, Storm will always be my queen. So seeing Storm in the first episode pop off, always happy with that. Wait, do I not have the orb? I thought I had the orb the entire time. Do we not have the... Did someone not get the orb? Hold on a second. Give me a sec. Oh, this is Madden. I was like, wait a minute. Give me a second. It's like, why am I getting like hip-hop music? I'm trying my best to, like, literally yesterday my live stream got deleted on YouTube because I played one song from an anime, and the freaking YouTube algorithm just said, nope, your video is blocked. So I'm like, all right, well, so much for that. So I gotta be like super vigilant now. Wolverine rules? Yeah, Wolverine was popping off too. I'm honestly starting to enjoy Cyclops. Like, Cyclops I wasn't really a big fan of, but seeing Cyclops kind of become more of like a leader in this stage is kind of nice. So when I used to farm Vex, we used to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Ellie dropped an image at some point. But again, I can't really remember. It's quite vague. And an orb. Can I drop an orb here? Oh, there it is. I know there's a guy who has like an orb, right? We can't shoot this guy until we get those orbs. Logan, this is too iconic. The face of the X-Men. Yeah, Logan is definitely a very, very iconic character. I mean, he was like the poster boy in the 90s. Wolverine really carried X-Men back in the day. Back in the 90s, it was like Logan was everywhere. You couldn't talk X-Men without talking about Wolverine. Wolverine literally carried the 90s. Like, no one even cared about Spider-Man back then. It was Wolverine and the X-Men. This is what we want. Oh, I should have, you know what, maybe I should have hot potatoed that. We're struggling out here. I think nobody understands what I'm seeing. Because you gotta get these relics and pop them at him. Because he's not gonna pop until we get that orb. Yeah, that guy's not gonna pop until we get that orb pop in there. The numbers make sense to clear up any confusion and callouts. Might be a little harder to make sense in the moment than the close far rows, but I see the benefit. Yeah, it'll take some practice, but if y'all are down for that this weekend, like, let me know. Oh wow. But yeah, Moist, have you been watching it, by the way? And how have you been enjoying it? Do you enjoy it yourself? It's still immune. Damn, I'm getting popped here. But I've been really enjoying. And then, like I said, I really want to save up and grab the comics at some point. Is this thing just not gonna... I know there's supposed to be something we grab, like a relic or something. But this thing is just here. We only have 20 seconds left and we're probably not gonna make it. I swear it's supposed to drop something. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make this one. Because we're all just shooting. We're not popping that. Okay, never mind. Heroic event complete. Never mind. Never mind. Are you for real? That's all we get? I literally got 3 cores for doing a heroic run. Nah. You know what? I'm out of here, man. Not even one gun. Not even a gun, nothing. But I think it's because we didn't beat that big guy. Good grief. I've done so much so I can get more value out of running lost sectors than this. Like I'm only running this because I want the Tiger's fight. That's ridiculous. Even if you fail it, it says complete. That's crazy, man. All right, let's do one more time. Once more. Just give me Tiger Spite, man. Just give me a good roll for it. That's nutty. You know what? Let me run Dragon's Breath on this. Where is it? I run the Tiger's Bite for now. Oh, in Shadow of the Throne, right? Does it drop all? Oh, yeah, I think it drops all of the weapons, like Vouchsafe and everything, right? Would love to raid with Ellie too. Yeah, I'm sure Ellie would be down this weekend. Come on, man. Just give me. I think you could also get Tiger's Bite from... I could also get a red bordered Tiger's Bite from, I think it's... Yeah, I think it's from last raid as well. Or last wish, rather. I didn't have the orb for that. That was a waste. We need the orb. Oh yeah, that was a waste of my super there. Never mind. Okay, I got harsh language, which is, I guess, decent. Still a drop. So no red border Tiger Spite since it's not craftable. Okay, then I must have made the mistake then of thinking it was craftable, because I did see red border last wish weapons from Hawthorne, but I must have made the mistake of seeing Tiger Spite in my mind. Because I know Vouchsafe, I believe, is craftable, and I think Transfig, the scout rifle. Oh no, sorry, yeah, the high impact scout rifle. I need some more orbs again. Where's that guy? Oh my gosh, what happened there? Oh, I blew myself up? Probably self-imploded. Where are my orbs? Excuse me, sorry. Ellie got traumatized of playing with you after your last GM? Oh no. What happened? What? Why did you traumatize Ellie? It's very rare for Ellie to be traumatized. I'm not gonna waste that. I'm gonna save my dragon's breath for the bosses. Yeah, I'll save it for that guy. Alright, where is this moron? Where is he at? Where is Mr. Zombo? Where is the Screamer? Oh, you're all the way up there. Man, all these screen shakes sometimes just throws me off. It's actually ridiculous. Whoa! Ogre number 2? Calm down there, brother. Oh my goodness. Nah, Sir missed his Goldie because I tethered and pulled the boss down. Then it just got messy when no one had any ammo. Oh no. But hey, don't be so hard on yourself. GMs are hard for a reason, so there's really no need for you to feel bad. I mean, we've all been there. We've all been there on the struggle bus. Oh, what a waste of my super! I should have been more aware of that. Oh, there's ogre behind me.
Energy spike at the primary power well.
Alright. Can we do this? Alright, we did heroic now. This is good. Now we finally have the eyeball. Or this guy again. Okay, this time I hope we can actually... win this one. Not fail. So much darkness everywhere. Ah, yes, these wizards. Come on, we gotta beat the wizards. Wizards are dead. Now we have the relics. This is what we need. We need the relics, folks. Come to me! Relics! No! I fumbled. I gotta go back and grab them. Oh yeah, we gotta kill those witches, man. The witches are the most important thing. No! Not like this. That's one. Can I get this? Can I get the last one? Is it still there though? Yes, it's still there. Ooh, let's go. Usually I'd hot potato this. No. Oh, he turned his back at the last second. Well, Gotta find the witches again. Okay, I need to get these witches. Where are they at? Weird. Oh, okay, there's this relic. Okay, perfect. Did it. Yay. Alright, we should be good now. Now we should get some good rewards. No failure. Wish engram. What else? Ribbon. Hive champion. Triumph. Let's go. Tiger Spite. Man. Another sword again. Out of here. All that for nothing. All right, well, so much for that. Didn't get anything there. And for that, I think we take a break. We'll come back for Tiger Spite later on, I guess. What's next? What else do we have to do here? Let's see. So yeah, as I said, Shattered Throne is available.
I've got your back.
Oh my gosh, again? The tier 3 again? Y'all are crazy. I could just leave though. If I don't hop back in before the stream ends, have a great time zone. Hey, thank you very much, Ellie, for being here. Appreciate you as always. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure having you. Like I said, folks, my streams nowadays might be a bit shorter, at least for this week, just because, you know, I'm trying my best to like mentally stay strong through all my tough times. So that's not, you know, I might need my space a little bit, you know. So forgive me if my streams aren't as long as they usually are. Just try my best to stay mentally in the game. So if I go for like 3 hours or whatever, you know, don't be so shocked. But hopefully by next week, you know, things will be good with the family and whatnot, so. And yes, take care, Ellie. Much love to you. Much love. Always a pleasure to have you here. Stay safe out there. And send my regards to your sister as well. Oh my gosh, this ogre. Oof. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're just getting pounded here. This ogre is nutty. Good grief. Hey, no worries, Gramps. It's all good. All good. Yeah, I know many of y'all are. But that was the shortest one ever. And with that, we're done. No rewards at all. I am outie. Okay, let's run some lost sectors, so I can actually farm for better things. That didn't sound right coming out. I'm just getting pounded here. That was definitely rough toward the end. I feel like Blindwell is inconsistent at times. It's fun. It's fun when you can pop off and get the most value, but just doesn't give you those rewards, man. I think I've only been able to get Tiger Spy once out of that whole entire Blind well grind. One time. And yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, Shattered Throne is farmable. So you said if you use D2 checkpoint, it'll be easier, right? This Void Solar. What do we need though? We need Barrier Unstoppable. Barrier Unstoppable Hand Cannon. Okay, let's run with Code. And I'll run with Traveler here. Dude, are you for real right now? I gotta calm down around here. So Solar Void. I think we can rock this. I'll run Igneous. Actually, hold up. I don't want to run it with this build though. This is my PvE team build, which I'll still save. I'm gonna run this with Celestial instead. These Cabal are gonna die. I'm telling you right now. Y'all are actually ridiculous for that. Stop bugging me. All right, so you go to D2. I'm gonna write that site down actually. So you go to D2 checkpoint and join one of the bots, then grab the checkpoint, then do the character switch with a teammate to keep farming. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'll try and practice that. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Yep, I gotta be careful with these playlists, man. Every time I hear drum and bass, I gotta look on my screen and say like, okay, is this actually PlayStation music or is it? Because if I hear this thing again, I'm telling you right now, I don't want my streams getting DMCA'd again. Alright. I'm gonna have to make a playlist, like my actual own playlists. Yeah, I'll write that. So D2 checkpoint. Alright. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll run it. I'll try it out. Where is he? This rocket launcher isn't as, let's say, potent as, let's say, the Crux, but I do like Duello just because of the auto loading. Just very fun to use, and it has good damage. So I'm playing this game called Marvel Midnight Suns. Oh, I've heard of that game. I've heard of that. Two favorite mutants, Logan and Storm. How is that game, by the way? I did see a few people stream it like a long time ago, but I can't remember the actual gameplay loop of it. Okay, so basically, to join the bots, you join them through the in-game text. You know, the /join. Oh, perfect. So is that like all instructed on D2 checkpoint? Like, does it give you the breakdown of how to use it? Like, it'd be nice if they had like a quick tutorial on how to utilize it. So D2 checkpoint is good, but sometimes it's hard to get in. Some checkpoints are always full. Yeah, I imagine that depending on the actual weekly raid or the weekly event that's taking place, I imagine that's probably going to be like that. I'll try it though. Just a little bit slow. That's the only caveat with Code Duello, is that's a little bit slow on the trigger in that sense. Oh. Ah. Yeah, that threw off my rhythm there. I have to just time it better. I like it because of its card-based aspect, but the story is great and the roster too. Whoa, what the heck? Not you, the Scion. Yeah, I did recall seeing it a few times on stream, and it looked really interesting. Not what I wanted to do. That was the wrong button, but I had to use it there. My bad. That was a waste of a super. I was gonna save that for the final boss, but now I'm gonna have to regain my super meter, which is fine. But hopefully for this weekend, if we do if we do actually run with the if we do run with the homies and we do like a raid or like bog or something, I'd be happy to try the D2 checkpoint. Guys are all over the place. Ah! Where'd you come from? You just like came out of nowhere. Came out of the shadows. Okay, like I said, if y'all are down this weekend for that, please let me know. Because getting some free goodies and hopefully getting that chance to get a Vex Mythic class would be nice. This guy just continues to shoot. Are you that bored? How are you not dead from that? I'm surprised he didn't die from that. Look at this. I got so many better rewards from playing one Lost Sector compared to playing like what, 4 of those blind wells? Let's see. Not really a good roll. This is, I mean, it has a lot of intellect, but I'm good. I already have like 3 of those Raijus anyway. But going back to what you're talking about, Enrico, I'm just really happy to see X-Men coming back, because for so long it's been mostly a lot of other Marvel characters. Like in the 90s, like I said, in the 90s growing up, X-Men was the Marvel, like it was the brand. It was the franchise to always look out for. X-Men was it. Even all the X-Men movies with what's his name? Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Those were all great movies in the 2000s. I think it was Halle Berry as Storm. Those were all great films. And then, like I said, X-Men was massive in the like late 90s. It's crazy. It'd be amazing. We can organize, and as soon as someone gets it, we can make space. Yeah, of course. We can just swap between. That's what I'm saying. Like, just get a checkpoint, and then boom, we'll be cooking. All right, so maybe I'll change my Maybe I'll go to... I'll go this. And then hand cannon. Oh, but I only have... I know what, this is fine. Igneous. I'm gonna go Cry Mutiny maybe, with Incandescent on it. You know what? I think Cold Duello is fine. Or... yeah, let's go Cold Duello. I think we did fine with that. It wasn't like terrible. So do you use it a lot, Maruno? The D2 checkpoint? Like I know Gegman, you probably use it a lot, right? Oh, okay, there you go. Speaking of the checkpoints, so Gegman already grabbed both the checkpoints for Vogue and Shadow Throne. Big ups to Gegman. Gegman, you're the homie for real. Gegman always putting in the work for us. Gegman is an actual homie for that. True homie. So now we actually have checkpoints available for us to run. And since, you know what, since tomorrow is Community Day, we could potentially run maybe even Shadow Throne or Vogue tomorrow too. Since we have them available. So we don't have to wait until Saturday my time. We can run it tomorrow since every Friday I usually do community stuff. So we can run that. If y'all are down. Yeah, I'm not even dying. This heal clip precision is just so good on Igneous, man. Such a lifesaver. I use another one. It's a Discord channel of a streamer. If you're subbed, you can request a specific checkpoint from the bot and it'll invite you. But before that, I use D2 a lot. Okay, that's cool. I guess the only caveat is if you don't like the streamer, then you're kind of wasting your money, right? But if you like the streamer, then the $4 is always worthwhile. Like, the investment is worth it. This barrier guy is probably the most annoying out of the entire enemy cast in this dungeon. Or in this, last sector. Oops. Alright, I think we should now have enough chance to get this on a flawless, maybe. But, we'll see. I'll pass you the checkpoints later on my Titan, just in case they're not around. Okay, yeah, no worries, Gegman. That's totally fine. No worries. If not, again, worst case, we could always run it Saturday my time. That way we got everybody here. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, where'd you come from? So I'm not gonna waste my ammo, or is you? There you are. Done. Boss done. I can probably just skip all this, to be honest. I can skip all this and just go to the end. And I can collect my reward and leave. No? Oh, the game's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Damn, I thought I beat the boss there. Well, at least I have the high ground now. Anakin! I have the high ground. Come down. Come down to the floor. Join me. Damn, I thought I would be able to just collect my reward, but I guess not. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna die here. Yep. Have I received Ascendancy from the kiosk yet? No, I have not. Is that available today? Dude, I beat the final boss of this thing. I should be able to get the cash, right? This game is actually trolling me right now. Like, who really is a true final boss then? Bosch's cast, so you're the final boss? You? Alright. Where are you? Come here. Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. So he's the actual boss. Interesting. Alright, so Nox Perennial. We're out of here. Alright, we're dipping. I gotta go back to the tower. Let's see. So Wolverine was always a legend, but there's no denying how much Hugh Jackman did for the character. Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman really made Wolverine. Like, Hugh Jackman is the Wolverine. Like crazy. I'm an Iron Man fan, but he didn't really get big until Robert Downey. Yeah, Robert Downey really made Iron Man the best, I feel. What is with this game where I click going to tower and it just puts me in EDZ or some random place? What the heck? So it always has its static roll, really good. Check it out. Okay, I'll check it out right now. I might as well go and actually delete some of my stuff in my dim or my postmaster because I have quite a bit. I think I have a good handful of weapons that need to be deleted. Oh yeah, I am full. I literally just, oh, perfect timing too. I am full. That Nox Perennial was the last weapon that I, oh, wait a minute. Oh, dude, I did get Tiger Spite. What the heck? Hold on. How come it didn't show up in my rewards? It didn't show anything. What the? So I actually did get Tiger Spite rolls. Why didn't it show up on the right hand side with all the other rewards? It just went right straight to my postmaster. Yeah. I gotta retrieve these things right now. Alright, let's peep them then. What the? Alright, so let's just grab this. Let's delete this first. Out of bounds, killing when swat. I mean, I have a pretty good god roll for that. Retro futurist, Zen moment adagio is not bad, but that turns it into it goes from a 120 to, that's a really slow combination. No, I mean, Zen moment is nice, but adagio would probably slow down the rate of fire. So I probably wouldn't want that Zen mode adagio. Or Zen moment. I already have harsh language. I have a good one. Okay, yeah, waking vigil. Okay, yeah, here we go. So vouchsafe. Ooh, moving target destabilizing rounds. That's not bad. I'm keeping that. What else do we have here? We have arrowhead break, accurized rounds, which is good. Moving target, destabilizing, reload speed. I would have loved if I got more range though. Range would have been the perfect slot option there. But I'll keep this vouchsafe. Waking Vigil. I mean, like I said, oh wait. Envious opening shot. This is not bad. Yeah, this is actually not bad because it gives me accuracy and range on the opening shot. And I have a range masterwork. Recoil direction is already 100. Not bad. Not bad at all. It could increase its range with Hammer Forged. Okay, I might keep this too. I'm gonna lock this one. Decent. Not like the best, but decent. Okay, Tiger Spite. Oh, wait a minute. So we have range masterwork, which is good. Armor piercing, which is great. Small bore. So we lose a lot of handling though. Moving target, Eye of the Storm. Or for Tiger Spite, this is a god roll here. I mean, I do like moving target because I mean, ADSing, movement speed, target acquisition is great. Eye of the Storm, more accuracy and handling as I'm getting shot at. This is a great PvP roll, I feel. And then yeah, I have armor piercing rounds, which is great. Fluted barrel or small bore I can either use. I can sacrifice some handling, but I get better stability and more range. So I put on small bore, counterbalance stock, and then I can masterwork this to get a sniper basically in my hand. This range is going to be nutty. The best PvP roll? I'm jealous. This is crispy. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. 84 range. This thing is easily tearing people apart from afar. Easily. What do I want? Carminica? No. Okay, yeah, Peppermint's good. This slapped in Javelin 4. Yeah, this thing right here, I'm definitely keeping this. So I'm going to put away... I mean, this is still good for PvE though. But I think I'll just put it away. Wait, Nameless Midnight? Oh, maybe I'm not even going to use you. Get out of here. So let's keep Tiger.
Transfer.
And what was the other roll that we had? So this is Envious. Get out of here. Get out of here. Sanuna, we don't need that. We have a god roll on that one. Okay, so Tiger Spy, we have another one. We have Invisible Hand, Attrition Orbs. So dealing sustained damage creates orbs of power. This could be good PvE wise. Getting more orbs is always nice. And then Invisible Hand is alright. These two are pretty meh. Light Mag is alright. Polygonal is kind of meh. Yeah, this one's kind of like... This is not the greatest, but I can use it for PvE though. Getting more orbs I think is nice. This will work well with like Aeon Swift. Because I can gain orbs through Aeon Swift and Attrition Orbs. This can be decent. Yeah, it's definitely a solid meh. Not really something I'm gonna be jumping for joy about. Perpetual Collective. This is not bad. Ricochet rounds. Extended. I'm constantly running around. I pick up my fire sprites, which I always drop. Like I drop a lot of fire sprites in PvE. So this can actually be a good PvE roll. Because I'm constantly running around. I pick up sprites. I get more damage. Not bad. Reload speed. Don't need that. Would have loved if I had maybe stability on this. And it already has good recoil direction. So I can probably just go with like boss spec or something. Decent. I think this is probably like a 3 out of 5. I would have loved a different barrel, but I'm happy with Ricochet, Perpetual, and Collective. More so Collective, just because Collective I'm able to just gather all those extra fire sprites, and then I get damage output. This gives me more stability. So this is like what? Plus 10, plus 10. So that's 63, 63, 69. I think it's going to increase by 10 per stat. That's not bad. So Perpetual gives me greater stats, basically turning this into like a solid laser. So I'm going to keep this for PvP, or PvE, sorry. This one I think is good. This one, I'll delete this one. I'll keep the Waking Vigil one with Collective. And then stats for all golden versus moving target. I actually prefer moving target destabilizing. This can still pop off if I'm running Void or whatever. Even if I'm not running Void. Let's say my teammates are running Void, this is still good. So this one, yeah, we can just get rid of this. And then this one, yeah, well, I think I'll keep this Tiger Spite for PvE. I'll slot it into my dim. I don't want to get rid of it. Where was it? Which one was it? Yeah, so we'll put this one inside the slot bag. And boom. So yeah, we have a God Roll for PvE for Tiger Spite, and then we have a God Roll for PvP. So perfect. Excellent. So in the end, it paid off. In the end, I was actually concerned, but we're good. This is not a bad roll now. Now that I consider it, this pulse rifle scaler with overflow and attrition orbs. Again, this could be great for an Aeon Swift build, where I'm running, let's say I'm running Swift with the, what perk was it again? It wasn't Vigor. It was Insight. Yeah. If I run Sect of Insight, precision weapon takedowns have a chance to drop an orb of power for my allies. So this can be also good in Onslaught too. Getting orbs of power means that we're constantly fishing, or not fishing, but fueling our supers, which will likely be a great value in Onslaught. And then when you use a finisher on an elite, you generate special ammo for your fire team. When you use a finisher on a boss or a mini boss, you get heavy ammo. So this is actually, Insight is actually kind of crisp. I might run this over, well, I guess it depends. Depends on the actual mode I'm running. Like if we're in, like, let's say a GM Onslaught, then I think Vigor would be better. Because being able to revive allies and then receive less damage for that is always good. But Insight, if I'm running anything that's just pretty straightforward, I think Insight's actually kind of nice. Getting those extra orbs is always good for just building. Not to mention it pairs well with a lot of the artifacts that I have now. So dropping orbs. Where was it? Oh yeah, this is the strand though. I changed a few things up, but having flint is always nice. Yeah. So that I feel is proper. And with that, I'm gonna move into PvP a little bit. I'm gonna test out this Tiger Spite in PvP, but not with Aeon Swift though. Actually, Aeon Swift wouldn't be too bad, I think, in PvP for 6v6 though, but not for 3v3. Well, it depends if you're running with a clan or something, or you guys. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I gotta check Ascendancy. You're right. True. So that is in
Good luck.
that is in, it was Banshee, right? Repeat this. Code Duello. No, which one was it again? Iota Draconis. I already have that. Oh, the Monument by the Vault. Okay, got it. Let me see. Monument. Legacy. Bellwinter's Lie. Adored. Ah, okay, here we go. Ooh. So this has Impulse Amplifier. Explosive Light. Oh, wow. Picking up an Orb of Power. Oh, this can pair well with... Ooh, that can actually pair well with that tiger spite that I just had with attrition orbs. I do sustain damage. I grab an orb of power. I swap to this. I do damage. And I have ambitious assassin too. Ooh, and chain reaction. Yeah, this is actually a good pairing. Okay, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna get it right here. Yeah. And the rocket's track. Okay, yeah, that's actually a solid combination. So now I can run with... So I can try Ascendancy. The only thing that sucks though is I don't have the auto loading. But I can just run Ambitious. And then we have Counterbalance. Actually, I'll probably do Boss Spec here. But yeah, this is definitely a good combination because then whatever I drop for Orbs of Power, so I can pair this with... Okay, so I'm going to take out this one. I'm taking off Outlaw and Kinetic. I'm going to bring in the Attrition Orbs version. Because that Attrition Orbs version is going to be so handy for PvE. So good. Though I'm not going to lie, Tremors is always a nice combo. But Attrition Orbs and Visible Hand I think is a nice balance and a nice pairing with the rocket launcher. Being able to just pick up orbs on the fly. Yeah. So pick up an orb of power, then this boosts the damage output and blast radius of Ascendancy. And then overflows the magazine based on the number of kills that I get. So I can just use this to just destroy enemies. And then as long as I'm constantly doing damage with Tiger Spite, this is going to get value every single time. Though I imagine there's probably a cooldown though. I imagine there's probably a good cooldown. Either way, that's still a good combination. So I can run something like Tiger Spite, maybe like Indebted for a special, or I can run Igneous for the combo for the heals, and then just have an Ascendancy as my go-to. That's crisp. Okay, I'm going to try both of these right now. I'm going to try Tiger Spite with Moving Target Eye, and I'm going to try Igneous. Yeah, let's run this. This will be my go-to PvP build for now. Okay. But thank you for that shout out though, Gigman. Thank you for that. That's actually a good call. Because that's going to actually work really well. That pairing is going to be... So now, anytime I see a weapon that has Attrition Orbs as its perk, I may actually use it. Because that's going to be really good in terms of payout. And, oh my gosh, and on top of that, like I said, if I run that with Aeon Swift, that's going to give the whole team orbs all day. And we get special ammo, and we get heavy ammo. Onslaught's going to be nutty. We're going to have so much utility. Let's run with... Or on Collision. I just wish Aeon worked better in like PvP, like it was more consistent. But I think in Nightfalls it'll work. Nightfalls will work. GM Nightfalls or regular Nightfalls. I think that Aeon Swift combo is gonna work nice. I may test it out. And the Precision Frame rocket launchers got a buff, +2 rocket reserves, and reduced the damage penalty from -10 to -5. Oh yeah, because it wasn't... I think Gallahorn, Deathbringer, and a few other rocket launchers got that nerf, right? Like they were affected. But things like Dragon's Breath and I guess now Ascendancy, they got buffed in that sense, right? So that's pretty good. Oh, please don't tell me this is another... Okay, good. Man, I had to really I gotta be careful with these playlists, man. I have to like check every 5 minutes. All right, so let's see. This is PvE, this is PvP. Yeah, everything here I run. Everything here is like my go-to options. All of it's mostly solar. I don't even have any more strand weapons. I find that the strand weapons aren't that particularly strong, with the only exception being things like maybe like synchronic roulette's okay for an SMG, though I could always opt for something else. Like Tidal I think is better, and then with Recluse coming, that's gonna kind of knock it back. And then you have Perpetualis, which is a decent AR if you're running Strand, but otherwise you have Tiger Spite, you have Summoner, Prosecutor. Like I think you're crisp. Alright, seems like nobody's running Collision, so let's run. What do people run? Maybe Control. Let's try Sparrow Control. Might be biased, but it's the best looking legendary launcher. Let's peep this. I actually do like the tech of it. Like design wise, I will agree that the actual futuristic design of it is crisp. With that little, ooh, with the reticle right there, the sights on the side. I love this stuff. I don't know what word to describe this, but I love this on the back, the casing. Nice ornaments. Where do you get the ornament from? Oh, it's a ritual weapon. Okay, so yeah, where do you grab the ornaments? Is it from like the monument? Oh, okay. Ooh, I actually like this color. Ooh, that's a nice one with the gold plating. Ooh, that's kind of sick. I like this one. I'm gonna keep this one on. Yeah, I'll peep the monuments too, or the ornaments for it. For me, my bias, I just like Duello because it's, I don't know, it has like a, it's very futuristic too, but I do like the gold rust on it. It's kind of dope. And now again, it has a very, very cool looking scope on the side. I like that very like spiral effect it has. Hey, welcome to Kick Maruno. To me, Apex Predator looks the best. Ooh, I have Predator too. Do I have it on me? No, I don't have it on me. But yeah, Apex Predator is not bad either. Can't complain with that.
Control.
I think a lot of the solar weapons, design-wise, they look really, really good. Like, I'm becoming more and more of a solar hunter main now than Strand. Like, I love Strand, and I think it's really good for situations where I need Strand. But I'd say for the most part, I'm pretty happy with Hunter, or Solar Hunter now.
Zone C. Zone A captured.
Oh no, I forgot I didn't have my healing grenade on this one. This build has thermite. That's my bad.
Zone advantage is yours. Zone A lost.
We lost all the points already. I prefer the collision when it comes to all this stuff. So some of these guys are camping at the corners. Yeah, wrong nade. I definitely got caught off there. I expected my healing grenade and I was like, what the?
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Wow, all three of them just came up.
Zone B lost. They have advantage.
Yeah, I prefer collision. Like if I'm playing
Zone A
this type of mode where I'm having to collect things, like control points, I would much rather collision. Like the map pool, I think is just better. And just less chaos for me. I feel like it's more methodical too.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
I'm always getting like surrounded. That again, that's like one of the things I kind of dislike, is there's just so much happening, so many enemies that you can't really duel people correctly.
You captured Zone C. Power play. Keep the pressure on. You're in the lead. That shut them
Ooh, that actually was, wow, that guy got beamed. All right.
Zone A lost. Zone A captured. That's a
Which modes do you guys prefer when it comes to playing PvP? What are your go-to modes that you typically fall on?
Zone B lost. Enemy has advantage.
Oh, what is it? Did he headshot me there? It's like a one-shot almost.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Someone's coming.
Zone A lost.
Not that big a fan of PvP, so mostly momentum control or mayhem.
C captured. You have zone
So you prefer like the more just frantic, kind of run and gun, going in, no care in the world type vibe. What? How come my grenade didn't go off there? What? How did my grenade not hit him there? That was weird. I definitely threw that guy. I definitely threw it right at the guy.
A strong start.
Surprised it didn't go off there. Unless I missed him completely.
Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone B lost.
I like 3v3 because it's not absolute chaos when I'm trying to sweat.
Captured Zone B.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm right there with you. I knew this guy was just waiting.
Zone C lost. Victory
I had a
imminent.
feeling. In this game, I did pretty poorly. Not gonna lie.
Zone B lost.
So class supremacy.
Zone advantage.
Okay.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
Oh, come on, man. It bounced off the wall and hit way behind them because it only activates when it hits the floor. That kind of sucks. Sucks completely. Yeah, thermite is good in maps where you have like a choke point, like very, very narrow choke points, and you can really just shut people down.
I could not ask for a better victory. You fight like a demon for these zones.
Yeah, I think if I was to play anything, like I really actually enjoyed Supremacy a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna check my results. It was pretty bad. But I'm usually, if I'm just chilling, I'll just run Supremacy because it's a great way for me to just test out different builds, different combinations of weapons. But if I really want to try my best and play at my best, I'll likely run Collision, or if Trials is running, I'll run Trials. But typically, competitive too is not bad, but competitive is really hit or miss. Yeah, Clash is not bad. Might run some Clash actually because it is 3v3. It's better than Control. Control is just out of control for me. Yeah, I laser beam that guy. It's like basically once you have your sights on a target, you're done. Because as long as you're taking damage, this thing is just getting momentum. Alright, we don't need a Penance, man. You keep giving me a Penance. Let's see. Maybe I run with, depending on the map, I'll see what the map gives me. Yeah, this thing is nutty. I'm actually kind of happy I have this now, because again, I was looking for a PvP role. So this is a role that I will not let go of. So now I have 3 good ARs I can, or actually 4. I have Tiger Spite, Herod, Summoner, and then Amit. Amit being my #1 go-to. Amit's my most used and my most destructive. Just because of Sway and Incandescent, though I'm thinking of changing Incandescent and maybe running like Pugilist or something on it. Let's test it out. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the Thermite Grenade more. Because it is good. It's a really good grenade, I feel. The cooldown is a bit on the long side. So I would opt for something like maybe Incendiary. This is still pretty good. But I like that Thermite just gives you a nice straight line. So it basically prevents enemies from pushing you. They either have to run through it and take damage, or they have to jump, but jumping means that you're an easy target. So I think this is really good for choke points. And then Trip Mine's okay, but I think if you're better off running this with like the Trip Mine build with the Gauntlet. Swarm I think is also really good. This is really good in the choke point. You throw this down in the choke and the enemy can't run through. Unless they want to take all that drone damage. So I think Swarm, Thermite, Solar I would use more, but this thing is just so long in its cooldown. The cooldown is just so long. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. This is just for me to practice the Tiger Spite too.
Pure combat potential. Make me proud.
Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I gotta be accurate now with the throwing of Thermite. Because if I can throw that Thermite into the choke, that's pretty good. Okay, that's a 2v1 there. I gotta run away. I'm not gonna challenge that. Oh, there's one guy over there. I had to. I'll try and play with my team more though. Was that guy just right next to me? Okay, they're just camping in that room. They're camping under the body. Oh, I always forget I don't have healing. A healing grenade. It's just a force of habit to always do that. It's my own fault there for that. Oh! That was a good throw. Wow. Good nade throw there. Okay, I'll wait for my team to res.
Just took the lead.
No point in me going over there. Yeah, wait till my team reses and then we can actually push. Oh, they're right behind me? Can't even hear them there. Alright. I'm also still unfamiliar with this map. I remember this map was I remember this map was actually a map in PvP for Trials. How did you not die there? I must have just not hit my shot there. Good shots. Good peaks. I don't know, I guess I feel more comfortable playing with something like a Paco over Igneous, even though I know Igneous is very strong. I don't know what it is about Igneous and its like fire animation, but I don't know, it feels weird to me still. Oh, that guy's dead. I'm gonna chop him in there. Maybe instead of Thermite, I should probably go for Swarm. Because Swarm tracks targets, right? Oh, that was a bad mistake. Yeah, I might try Swarm. I think for PvE, Thermite's good. But I think for PvP, I think Swarm is better. Because being able to block off enemies from pressuring... No, I'll take that trade.
Keep it up.
Let's try it. That's 1-1. 1-for-1 trade there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of Igneous, man. Every time I use it, I feel like I'm just not getting any value out of it. Versus if I use Sunshot, I feel like my aim is just consistent. Alright, I'm just gonna stay back. I don't want to give them any sort of value. I just didn't want that. I don't want to get hit by the super there. So I'll take a loss there, but I'd rather not get hit by a super. I would have rather not died there, but hey, that's totally fine. Both my teammates are dead. I have to like fall back. Yeah, I think every time that I'm dying, my teammates die, and so it's like a loop. We're not going in together, so every time that I'm like rezzing, they're dying. But if we play together, I think we actually might win this. That's fine. Oof. Yeah. My teammates are just going off 2v3ing. They're trying to 2v3 and they're just losing every single engagement. So now I'm left with having to fight 2 people every time. And we're losing now because of that. Oh, it's also a duo. They're duoing too. So they're just tryharding. on the opposing team though. Not my team, but... Oops. I don't know why he was flying in the air like that, but... Yeah. We might lose that because of... We might lose this game primarily because of that.
Your enemy has defeated.
Yeah. We lost primarily because my team would just go in 2v3ing and then lose, and then by the time I res back, we're already dead.
Stand tall.
So I was always in disadvantage going into that.
But there will be others.
I already have enough of the Riptides. But I think this is good training though. This is actually a good mode for learning how to play Trials better. And learning how to better coordinate with your team. And plus there's no risk. There's no risk involved in playing Clash also. Alright, I'll run one more. And then I'll call it a day. I'll come back tomorrow and then maybe tonight my time, Geg, if you're on the same time as me, just throw me a ping and then we can set up the Titan for the final checkpoint if you're down. Alright, sick. Yeah, that way, in case you don't show up, like you said, because you said you're going out tomorrow. So in case you're not around, I'll just, I'll have it ready. I'm surprised it loads up so much faster than competitive. This is crazy. Like, actually crazy that this loads up so much faster than competitive does. I would think the pool for competitive is higher since more people want to, you know, climb the ranks. But then again, I guess this is more of like the casual PvP. So there's less pressure on people. Which reminds me, my next video is going to be an interesting one. So look forward to that. It'll likely tie into both PvE and PvP, but I think it'll be a good video to talk on. Or to kind of touch on, since I don't really see any content creators doing this type of content. And as y'all know, I love mental health and I take mental health seriously. And I think this this new video idea that I have It's not necessarily new because I've done it before, but I'm going to do it for Destiny. And hopefully it'll reach the right people. Like I try to tie in as much Destiny as possible, but I also like to throw in a little bit of mental health. And you know, there's this one comment that I saw earlier on one of my videos. I think it was 3 reasons why losing in the Crucible. And so many people are like, yo man, this felt like therapy, you know, watching this video. Or it's like, oh yeah, you know, you're so right, my ego gets the best of me. So I think videos like that, where I'm talking about the psychological aspects of Destiny, or just the health, mental health and psychology of Destiny, I think is cool. Because ultimately that's what it comes down to. It's like psychology in this game. The better player down the road isn't the one who quits, it's the one who keeps going. Because I've seen so many people just like leave games. So many people just like rage quit, they leave the game. It's like, just lose and just walk away. Like you're not really, it's not like you lose and it's the end of the world. You lost, you lost. But I feel like a lot of players don't, it's like they don't want to either take accountability for their own mistakes, or they feel like it's okay to point the finger elsewhere. But it's like, you're leaving the game out of your own selfishness. You could just finish the game. Even if you lose, there's nothing really that you're losing. You're actually gaining more information from your loss than you are if you win. So this mentality of just this quitter mentality, I think is not healthy, because you're not teaching yourself anything benefiting. Like if you have to leave for, let's say, a legitimate reason, like okay, maybe your mom's calling you for dinner or something, I don't know, or like you gotta go, or maybe you gotta use the toilet really fast, I get that. But just rage quitting or just like leaving and leaving your teammate behind, like I could never do that, man. Like you're a fire team, like never leave anyone behind, man. Like playing Overwatch and playing Counter-Strike taught me that so much. Because being in that team matters so heavily, and so if there's one person missing, a 5v4 is such a big difference. Like it's still winnable, but having that one person gone, it's really detrimental. Yeah, especially in trials. Yeah, that's a good point, Marino. At trials, if one person leaves, you basically lose. Like you're in such a disadvantage. And then that's when it becomes frustrating, because a lot of it boils down to things like you lost not because you lost because your teammate decided to just quit, and it put more pressure on you to perform, and that's not always good. Well, you know what? Maybe I can... Okay. Okay, I hit somebody. Oh, I knew I hit somebody there. Don't really like that. Gotta back away there. They're just camping in that same choke. Okay, I'm gonna go around. There's no point in me playing the same spot. So I'm gonna try and go around here. Oops.
gained the lead.
And the thing is, you can always make a comeback, but them just leaving seals the loss. Exactly. Exactly, yeah. Sometimes you just have like a rough start. Maybe you're just warming up and you're just not hitting your shots. Because some people, you know, everyone's different, right? Some people have like a... some people have just like a slow start to things, right? Usually, you know, people have a... some people just have a way of learning, and their learning curve is really slow. You know what I mean? That guy's coming from this side. I want to go over there and grab him. I know he's coming around, so I wanted to just wrap around, but... yeah, like everyone has a different learning curve and learning speed. So some people will have like a really strong start, but then toward the end they might start to wane. And other people have like a really slow start, and then after that they pop off. Like it takes a while for them to get warmed up. So we're running another duo team again. A lot of duos in this. A lot of duos. Yeah, I gotta wait. I can't afford to go 2v3 in this. I might as well just wait until my teammates are back and then we go in together. Yeah, so that duo team I think is playing... that duo team is playing together, which makes sense because they're a duo. Oh, he just got... guess he didn't move there. Yeah, so those two players are literally playing together. That Trinity and Envy, they're just playing together. They're not moving. I can just tell. Yeah. So I gotta wait for my teammate to come back here before we even commit. I feel like committing with a two-man squad. It's not the greatest. Maybe if I... let me swap off and go to something like, I'll go Summoner, and I'll go Ace of Spades. Unfortunately, I was AFK there, so... yeah, now, so my teammates right now, I'm just noticing. Like, we have to wait for... we have to wait. He popped his Well of Radiance right away. It's fine. He just wasted it. Yeah, we gotta play together. Man, these guys are pretty good though. They're hitting their shots. Yeah, see? It's another cycle again. Look, we have to be waiting. Like, they're both going in. They're both going in and they're both dying. So now, the pressure's on me to, like, make up for all that. Yeah, the pressure's on me now to make up, because then when I die, two of them die, or if two of them die, I'm alive. So we gotta play as a unit. One down. Yeah, Trinity's actually popping off though. He's got some good aim on him. But again, because they're a duo, they're just playing together. So whatever I do, they have a backup.
Shut them down.
Like, this is still very much a doable task, but we have to play like a unit. All right, so that's a one there.
Enemy is pushing for victory. Punish them for it.
So one trade there.
3 minutes left.
Yeah, so right there. Oh, I use a rocket launcher on me. Yeah, that's the only caveat at times when you have to run with a team of players who are not really consistent. You run the risk of things like this where if one person goes down, it's just a vicious cycle of how do we come back from this? Because now teammates are dead, so I'm gonna wait, and then Toller's already running off, right? Toller's already running off into the distance. Yeah, Toller, you gotta play with us, man. You gotta come with us. How did you not die there? I'm surprised.
And fight again. Every battle has a
So seeing this is like a good visual example
we lose.
of what I feel a lot of players tend to deal with and why they complain a lot. And it makes sense why players would complain in the scenarios like that, because you've got teammates who are just kind of like, they go off on their own, but then these very same teammates are the same ones who complain that the game is hard or the game is bad. And then it's like, I'm watching your gameplay and it's kind of like, well, you're losing not because you're bad, you're losing because you're just making bad decisions. There's a difference. Like, you can just have an off day, you know what I mean? Some people have days where they just don't really click, but then the other day they pop off. But making bad decisions is probably worse, because if you're going into the game, like that example there, you're running in, you notice your teammate dies, the best thing you can do there is not to engage. So like if someone dies and then you're trying to run in by yourself, like Toddler, you saw Toddler's run off on his own or their own, and they tried to be brave and try to 1v3, like, you're not going to get any value there. So then Toddler dies, they're angry now, but then it's like your anger is kind of like, I don't know, like your frustration is somewhat nullified because you put yourself in the worst position. Trying to 1v3 a team and then you lose because you obviously can't 1v3, especially against a good team and a duo for that too. So the frustration I feel a lot of players face just comes down to making bad choices. Like, you can't blame the game, you can't blame your other teammates, because if you're the one running in head on and you're dying and your teammates are just trying to pick up the pace and you just can't seem to follow along, then it's not a them problem, it's a you problem at that point. That's why I love playing Crucible, because it gives me a good visual idea of like how player behavior is, and then going to something like Trials where you see that differ at like the highest level. But in any case, I'm gonna call this one a day, folks. I'm gonna go take a chance to rest and, you know, regather my mental, and then we'll come back again on tomorrow. We'll see what happens with maybe some dungeons. We'll see what happens then. But always, folks, it's a pleasure having you here. Maruno, Gegman, all y'all on YouTube, appreciate you coming through. I'll see you folks again on the next stream. As always, New Warriors, stay strong, keep fighting, and may the force be with you all, always. Take care, Gegman. Always a pleasure having you, brother. Much love to you. And everyone who came by today and chilled and had a good time. Much love, Maruno. Much love to you too, homie. Love y'all. See you again soon. Peace.